It doesn't work like that. I've tried.
He's okay. I'm not shocked. Slightly disappointed.
You're not my mom. Stop it.
I know. I don't want to be your
Hey,
mom.
is
That's
Actually, I'm
Charlotte,
exactly what
completely
she
fine.
would say all the time.
Charlotte still a picture of your mom?
Well, I don't even know what's. At least someone cared. Okay?
The person I once met, he called himself Lisa Al Gaib, for whatever that means.
Hmm.
What?
Let's go get some breakfast.
Right.
I'm actually going to do this
Um,
really quick.
Oh,
oh,
There you go.
just
Fresh
two of me.
tokens. I had to update it.
Oh, yay. I'm
Didn't
healthier.
Bulbus's purchase of the room also secure purchase of food for the next few days?
Yeah, you guys have free food and
Yeah.
lodging for 5 more days. So,
Um,
but now you guys know all about who was it? Silas's ring and his ability to go inside of it for his was part of his powers. As you guys come out of the rooms, after fully debating why Carkle and Dontrell left, um, you see that it's pretty empty compared to usual. You just see the keep kind of leaning on the door, just kind of looking out over everything. It looks like he's just idling, polishing a cup, while some few patrons are out here eating breakfast and having their drinks of sorts. Um, probably the newest and one that catches your attention is a tiefling over on the side, as everyone else here has been either a dwarf, human, elf, or halfling. This is the first tiefling you've seen in Barovia, at least so far.
eh, am I seeing things incorrectly, or is that lady a tiefling? I don't believe we've seen one up until now.
Jesus, Silas, it's like, what, how early in the morning and you're already trying to hit on someone?
Okay, listen. When you're out on the seas and all you have are sweaty men surrounding you, you would not be so you would understand where I'm coming from. But
So you're not
no, I
denying it.
was not trying to hit her. I mean, hit on her.
Uh,
Hopefully
I did
both.
not hit her.
I did
um,
not hit her. I did not.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Your name is not
well, I
Mark.
mean,
Bulbus, do you have control of your token? Yeah.
I believe so. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. You didn't move, so I was just making sure.
It's well. There it goes.
All right.
Speaking of, Bulbus, there's a little certain thing we gotta take care of, just a little compensation type thing for, dealing with the death house. You're
Oh yeah,
supposed to
Bulbus. Bulbus
pay
said he
them?
would pay you guys.
Yeah.
Bulbus is going to give everybody who went through the death house a gem.
Woohoo.
So you have how many left?
It's trying to load. There it goes.
I think you had 13 left, so now you should have 10, if I recall.
I think
Right.
he had
No,
16. He
I've
gave
got
me one.
16 left, so I'll have 13
Yeah.
left.
Okay, 13. Okay, so you have I did the math ahead of time. Okay. Alright.
Sweet. Yeah, I'll hand out one of those to each of the party members.
Alrighty. Well, you each get
Okay,
a
there's
gemstone.
that. Let's see. So we have the. Let's see. Daphne has the. I'm just updating some of these note things. Like the thing you had posted in the note channel. So
Yeah, that whole thing
Daphne has
needs to be.
the cloak of protection, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know if she
I
attuned
didn't.
to it yet, but
I mean, I think she put it on, and then we had the long rest, so I'd assume that'd be enough time.
yeah, we can say that she did
Yeah,
that.
I
So
don't
yeah, let's update
take as
your.
long as you guys either.
No, it only takes an hour to attune something. So,
So it was
Um,
Cloak of Protection. We have Chainmail that nobody can use.
Well, we don't know that yet, but
wait, hold on. Okay.
No, no one can use it.
Alright, so Daphne has the Cloak of Protection on officially. Alright. Cloak of Protection. This is your second attunement item, Daphne. But this makes your AC a 17 and bumps all your saving throws up by 1 as well.
Nice.
Oh.
Very much needed.
Nice.
Oh, you know what? As a as a bard, does the Jack of all trades work on the saving throws as well? I should have looked at that.
Oh, for a jack of all trades?
I
Nope.
don't believe so, no.
I'm looking at it right now.
No,
Let's see. Jack of all
just
trade
for
ability
just for my
check. No,
skills.
no, that's saving throws. Okay, just verifying.
Sadness.
Okay. All right, so Daphne, you're
Good for
got a
starters.
little bit of a better AC. Let's update your AC now. You guys will notice on your tokens, I changed the way we did it. I do just your health now, so that it's easier to see things like above you. It's just by not putting in the max side, so that it still shows. So you can still click on your bubble or click on your token and see all the options there, just without it taking up space. So a little more aesthetically pleasing.
What is the red and blue?
The red is your movement speed, and the blue is your AC.
Oh, well, that's useful.
Yep, but now it doesn't
Hmm?
take up all that space, so that's that.
So all the saving throws by 1, right?
Yeah, as well as your AC. So your AC is 17, all your saving
Got it.
throws go up by 1.
Yeah.
Because you have the cloak of protection on. You guys can finish going through your stash.
Yeah, we do not have a bag of holding, so leave that. Miscellaneous, we have the gems. I mean, Bulbous has most of the gems. Um,
ballin' bulbous. He wears a pair of sunglasses,
uh-oh.
cruising down the street in my carriage.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
Completed the death house.
Yep.
oh my god.
And looking back over at these things, unless I have something left out, we still have to go check out, where is it? Organize.
It's my
Uh,
recollection is that you guys are, now that you guys have done that, which was the thing to build your reputation in town, now you can talk to them about your different cards and their meanings. Because they might know
right,
more since
right.
y'all are new to Barovia.
They're willing to
Waiting
help us out a little bit.
tad bit. Yeah, so we can now ask them about, let's see, the first one, which was the merchant, the casket of the fine wine, but we determined that that's most likely with the wizards over to the west.
Yep, because you talked to the Bastanis over at the Seer Pool encampment.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And we know that there's, which one was it? Um, we still don't know anything about our second card, the druid, which is the tree on the tree on the hilltop of graves where the ancient dead sleep. Ravens can help us find it. We can look for treasure there. But as far as I'm aware, none of us can speak to animals. Um, let's see.
So, yeah. So, while you guys are sitting here talking and deciphering, the innkeep will come over. Oh, welcome, or good morning, rather. You guys have already built up quite the reputation. A lot
Oh,
of people are,
yes.
a lot of the citizens are happy to see that house burned down once more. And now we just hope it doesn't grow, however it does. But given that you've made it out, that is a first. That is already a first, and so we have high hopes around here. So, but before we get into any further, what can I get you all for breakfast?
Bulbous just wants raw eggs.
All right, raw
Um,
eggs for the Goblin Boy.
and then I need to recheck the thingy.
Just basic eggs and sausages.
If you don't know, Zorith, if you go to Strahd Notes and you scroll up or look in the pinned next section, I have menus for the tavern.
I'm looking at that right now. These look so good.
uh, let's see here. I'll have a coffee and the mussel breakfast.
Alrighty, coffee and the Muscle Blast. Some eggs for you over there. And anything else?
I will do the on the go.
Alrighty, keep it simple. Nothing wrong with that. How about you, sir?
Oh, surprise platter.
Oh, you said surprise? Oh, sunrise.
Yep.
Sunrise. Okay,
So,
yes, I got you.
Oh wait, no, yeah, sunrise. God, I am. Vision is not great this morning.
Yeah, the mornings can be quite hazy for many of us. Well, let me go get that all for you. Any drinks, but in the meantime.
I'll do tea.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, just like I said, the coffee.
Coffee, tea, and water. Be right up.
Coffee.
I'll head on.
That's how I know it's a fantasy game.
Coffee.
Alright, you guys can continue discussing.
I'm just moving some notes around, see if I can piece anything together with the information that we know.
I just realized something. When we originally came here, we were asking about like the graveyard that was here or something like that, or like something up north. And instead, we got derailed by the innkeeper and decided to do the death house thing. So, were we asking about the graveyard, or is that?
Let me pull open.
I mean, I think it was
Let me give y'all a look at the map, so that might help you.
that was that was card 2 druid, which is the ancient dead or the evil tree on the hilltop of the graves. And I think he was saying it was either like he was reluctant to tell us or he didn't know. But I think now that we actually have someone of a reputation, we can ask him, and if he doesn't know, then there's that merchant shop that might know something.
That's originally where we were going, right?
Yeah, and then we stopped in here, and then that led us over to the death house.
Yeah, y'all said you wanted to go to
Yeah.
the Barovians or the merchant shop, which I don't really blame you. Kind of should. So.
Yeah, out of character, I definitely think stocking up before. I mean, this looks like a big land. We should probably have items. Items would
Yeah,
be
that, and now that we don't have our cleric anymore, I mean, granted, we have a bard, which bards help with healing, but I still think it'd be smart for us to go get potions.
Do we have a
I
bard?
also
Have we met the
cure
bard?
Oh,
wounds as
hold
well.
on. Wasn't one of y'all?
Okay, so we got two.
Oh wait, one of y'all was supposed to have a little buddy right now.
I have the chain of the pact, but I haven't summoned it yet.
Oh yeah, I thought you had done it after the long rest. Okay.
But I'll probably do that in a second. I'm just matching some stuff up.
You sent me his picture, right? Where is it at?
Yeah, I can get Midjourney to make
I thought you already did
something.
it.
I mean, no, I sent you like a
Like
a
a
rough
concept. Okay.
Yeah.
Whenever you can send me the one for him so that I can put him
Yeah.
in.
I'm gonna try and get him done here in a second. See if I can't get him done.
No worries. Didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good.
I
But
mean,
it should be done in a minute.
Okay.
Silas, you're curious about her. You should go talk to her.
Well, I'd like to have my coffee first. You know, sometimes you're not always in the right mind, and then these things they
The guy
okay, I'm gonna
comes
be
back.
entirely honest here.
Guy
I
comes
don't know how to talk. I'm joking. I do.
The guy comes back and he puts
I
out
just want
some
my
waters
coffee.
and coffee and such, and there you go. There's all your drinks, and the food should only take a few minutes.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Uh, Trying to do several things at once. Let me try and update this.
Is the tiefling doing anything? Or are you just kind of sitting there? Or
Having breakfast.
Oh, so the tiefling, she's actually already got like a plate of food and drink in front of her. She got there, before you all woke up, but otherwise she's, reading something and, kind of slowly picking at her food and drink. And she does look over like a few times, and if you happen to make eye contact with her, she'll like give a slight smile.
Hey,
uh,
Bulbous, just die. It's a chance for a new friend.
whenever
Yes.
you look at the whenever you look at the little goblin, you hear in your head, "Hi, my name's Bulbous," and he waves at you, and you hear him talking in your head.
Definitely, she drops a little bit. It's like, my drink.
Here, let me try this. I guess I'll be like, well, if I'm like, I'm gonna drink some of this coffee real quick. And I'll just be like, right, well, unique folk are usually a good sense of people to talk to. So let's see if we can get if she knows anything. So I'll just kind of move over and just be like, oh, I do pardon the interruption for the breakfast. I know it's a very important meal of the day, as they always say. But you seem to be pardon the rudeness in that, but you seem unique to this place, as if you were not from here.
Oh,
And
well, thank you, but I'm a local of Barovia. I lived here all my life, but I can definitely see where you're coming from, and I think, you know, I haven't really met any other tieflings here since I've grown up. I was raised by humans.
yes, my general interaction with humans has not always been the best, but
Racist.
well,
I was
listen,
gonna say,
listen.
Whoa.
real smooth.
Humans are more racist against everyone else than
Oh yes, humans are fickle.
humans and elves a lot of the time. But
Right?
She'll kind of like
Down
look
the
past
group.
Silas's shoulder.
yeah, it's a rather weird circumstance. It brought all the rest of us together. We were brought in here by the Vistani, and they asked us to try and help their lord, but then we were told that he's apparently not a great guy, but some people think he's a great guy. I really hate politics, but
Uh, would you like me to join your table, perhaps?
oh, if you would like to, then you're more than welcome to sit down there. Um, I would just say, if you have you ever had like a very excited dog?
I love dogs.
Well, then you're
Do you
going
have
to
one?
love our little friend over there.
Oh,
No doubt
oh,
he's already
oh, the
spoke to you.
goblin. The
Yes.
goblin, yes, yes, he did. I wasn't sure how to approach it.
Yeah,
But
he grows on you.
I'm sure he does. I'm sure he does.
Right.
All right, well, let me, I'm pretty much done with my things here, so I'll join you over in just a moment.
All right. Sounds good. Now I'm just gonna make my way back over to the table. He's like, all right. Well, she said she'll be over here in just a moment to talk to us with you know, all that kind of stuff.
Was
New
awkward.
friend, new friend, new friend.
Yes, well, I'm quite sure about that.
And she'll pull up a chair. She'll actually go around this way so she doesn't block the walkway. Plus, Silas is the only one that's like actually had conversation with her.
But
Yeah.
I mean, Bulbous going, I'm Bulbous.
But we don't
His
know
Yes,
eyes
I'm
her.
are.
aware.
So
Yeah, I said something into her head, and she dropped her drink. It's pretty funny.
Hmm?
It wasn't very funny, but since I'm here, I will make my introduction. My name is Zorth Marsk. I'm I've resident Barovia, and if I'm not mistaken, I did hear tale of a group of adventurers that recently took care of the Death House. And I'm very curious to see if maybe you would be those aforementioned adventurers.
Yep, that'd be us.
Yeah.
Yes, that would in fact be us. We did a lot. We did a lot of stuff there. We're quite well known.
She kind of like perks up a little bit. Oh, that's actually really endearing to hear. The Death House has been, I mean, as you probably heard, the Death House has been a bit of a plague on this village for a while. So hopefully,
Yes, the tavern keeper here told us about that not too long ago. Actually, when we first got here, that's one of the things that he mentioned.
I see, I
Yeah.
see.
Terrible at the job. First to
Well,
gossip than actually do, cooking and all that.
Mhm.
I'm sure you've seen how tiny this village is. There's not really much else to do except gossip and you know.
How do they even
sad.
get ingredients here?
I'm sorry.
How do they even get ingredients here? Like for
Magic.
food?
Well, to be fair,
Well,
there's a lot of ways you can summon things.
well,
Yeah.
we have
Grow.
uh, we we have farms here, I believe, livestock. You know, people that
Hmm.
have jobs and contribute to the resources of the village, like any other.
Like
Been
communism.
to other places.
Uh,
Yes.
communism.
It's it's from The Last of Us.
The Last of Us.
You've been trapped here all your life. It's the new hit thing in the outside world.
You know,
Yeah,
Ah,
it's very weird. There's some places they like that. Communism.
It's pretty great.
It is quite a few places that do like communism, but I also heard that there's a new group of individuals spreading this thing called democracy, I think it's called.
I
Huh.
see.
Capitalism's pretty bad too.
Oh, don't even get me started on capitalism.
So these are all very new things to me. So she'll like, as you guys are talking, she would have brought out her notebook and is like jotting some of the words down.
I don't know.
Yes, we don't get many travelers and visitors here.
Yeah,
Well, I'm
see
glad that you
why.
got to meet us first.
Hold on. Alright, here we go. Finally got the general idea of what I wanted down.
Oh, okay.
But are you talking to us, or is that
Well,
just
No, that
Bob?
was.
No, I was talking to Dean. I sent him the image for the thing that I have.
Rick, I'll make it a token and we can plug it in. You guys have plenty of time, so if you guys want to take like a long, like a break here or whatever, you can always do that.
Well, so what exactly do you know of this Strahd? There are a lot
GM,
of conflicting things.
You would just know that
GM, what
he's.
do I know?
You would just know that he's a noble that's respected out of fear.
Uh, uh, yes, he's of I'll say this. He's, he's wealthy. He's um of the higher class. He's a noble of I think maybe one of the few nobles of Barovia, but
He's the last noble.
um
Sorry, I should probably do this part. You would know that he is the last actual noble of the noble family that has reigned over Barovia since before you were born. He's been in power, and as far as you know, he is the one who runs all of Barovia. And he's got an interesting personality, but is ultimately the reason the overall air in the different cities throughout this land are more oppressed and dark and what he's the reason that the sun never shines and there's always a cloud covering the entirety of the land. As you're explaining
Mm-hmm.
that, the guy will come back and handle you guys all your foods, and he'll put two raw eggs that were like set up on a plate after being cracked open on in front of Bulbous. Well, I hope this is all to your liking, and well, I see you met one of our regulars in town.
Oh, yes, we were just talking to her.
Yes, well,
Um, but I, it's been a long day. Honestly, it's felt like a couple of weeks. But do I forget? Do you know anything of or do you know anybody who would know anything about the evil tree growing on the hilltop where all of these ancient dead sleep?
Wow,
uh,
that is a sentence.
Or
you,
anything about wine? Do you know things about wine?
so you speak
I
of
I don't.
the tree on Yesterhill, yes?
Um, I suppose that would be the one. Yes.
I mean, I've heard
It's
of One Tree Hill, but never One Tree on Yesterhill.
okay. um,
This is
okay,
okay.
sorry. Um, it's kind of a dangerous place. I don't really hear people going there due to its known ability of huh, not letting people leave. There's some druids that live near the hill, and they they have a very fond view of our noble Strahd, and I wouldn't recommend going there anytime soon.
Well, everybody seems to have some sort of differing opinion on Strahd for the most part. A lot of people seem to think he's malicious or this evil lord, which I have no doubt. I've ran into my fair share. There's this one guy named the King of England. I don't know if you heard of him,
Mhm.
but um,
I only know of those within Barovia. I was born
right,
and
Writing
right.
raised
down
here
King of
myself,
England.
after all, but uh, well, yeah, Yesterhill, it's not a safe place, and as far as everyone's view on Strahd, well, you have the mindset and you'll accept anything. Yeah, so people are gonna have
Mm.
their opinions, and none of it matters, as Strahd will always reign within Ravenloft above.
Uh, but that's only for now. We are here now, so I do think that's going to change.
You might want
I
to
think.
watch what you say. Strahd
Uh-huh.
has been here long enough that many seem to be his ears.
Mm.
I suggest you keep talk of overthrowing a certain noble down to a whisper.
These
Who said
threats?
anything about overthrowing him? I
Being
thought we were
threatened?
killing him.
I'm just informing you,
Oh
as
my
you are
god.
clearly not used to this land. Walking around talking about displacing those in higher power typically ends up with you at less than below the ground.
In in my time, I've learned that those in power are quite fearful of those in greater number of them, or in this term of anarchy. I call it freedom, but the government's always like, oh, you can't tell that, blah 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 blah.
Well, knowing Strahd, he'll make his appearance when he chooses to, and until he does, maybe don't say anything you wouldn't want him to hear. I'm sure there are ears abound.
Mm.
Putin thing.
But
Well,
allow me to be the first to offer my services, as you all did handle the death house, and so I would likely be able to help you with something. And as I said, it would be able to help your reputation around town, and there's many that are willing to work with you all, as I see our lovely Zereth here is already talking to you all. But what is it that you guys need to know about Barovia?
well, at the
Any shop?
moment. Yeah, we need to know a shop, actually.
Oh well, there is a shop in town. It has a number of goods. It's like a general store, and it has some goods for adventurers as well.
Hmm.
Where
Can't
is it?
don't we don't have any specialty shops. Just so you know, you're gonna want to head up over to the town of Valaki. They have more focused shops when it comes to certain needs.
Lucky. Where do the locations? Don't I have a locations tab?
There we go. Valaki, you'll find that town just short of, or just south of the Lake Zarovich. You can just follow the road north. You'll have to make a left on the fork that'll take you to Ravenloft, and follow the way around the forest, and then you'll reach Valaki. Well, if you've gone over a second bridge, you've gone too far. Well, hold on. From here, a third bridge from here, gone too far. And you might want to take the long way. Those strange Vistani folks are along that seer pool. It's best to avoid those weirdos.
But the
Uh,
Sunny, they're not too bad.
I mean, I appreciate the concern, but don't worry, they're my homies, one might say.
Oh,
Yeah, they make homies with a lot of people, if you get my drift.
Those cheaters. Thought we had something special.
Um,
I always do.
I just put Valaki on the map right under Lake Zarovich since he told y'all where it is. So yeah.
Oh, there it is, yeah.
So just follow
Oh,
the
I did spell it right.
old Svalich road, and you should come across it.
Well, was it will be the next place we should check out. But you did say that there was a merchant here, though, yes?
Yeah, for some general goods, if you're looking to pawn off some items and maybe you stack up for the journey over there. It's not safe in Barovia after all, so you're going to want to make sure you are ready to go if you're leaving this
We,
town again.
yeah, so we've we've quite come very closely to learning that. It's
Well,
not going to stop me from touching things, but I'm still going to learn.
we all learn lessons as we grow and move through life.
So
Yeah.
wise and keeper.
When you talk to patrons from all over Barovia, you tend to learn a few things, and you hear some rumors, and you just gotta pick the truths out of what you hear.
That's fair enough.
Alright, well, I do hope you enjoy your food, and if you need anything else, just let me know.
Will do.
I just realized when the what are they people called again? The ones that got us into this town. Um,
Peruvians?
is that it?
What's the name of the
What,
people of the
what
town?
was the question?
No, 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 what's the name of the people that got us into this town?
Oh,
The
Vistani.
Vistani.
Visani. Yep.
Vistani.
Um, wouldn't they have realized by now that Bulbous robbed them, and wouldn't they be hostile towards us possibly?
I think no, because if you remember, after Bulbus stole the gems from them, I had talked with Madame Eva for a bit, and she said that Bulbus should be careful with what he's taking. They're generous, but they have a limit, or something along those lines.
So I
So-
probably shouldn't steal something else from them.
Is
Well,
this
I think she's
conversation happening at the table?
probably.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right there. You're learning a little bit about them.
Hey, what?
You gonna snitch on us? Huh? Huh?
You
Bulbous
What are you
know,
pulls out a
implying?
dagger.
out on the sea, there was this term that the captain coined. I believe it was "snitches get stitches." You see,
First of all,
it's like a joke, see, because snitches rhymes with stitches, But if you snitch, it then implies that we hurt you, and you
Yes,
need stitches.
I'm
Si-
aware what the phrase means, and I suggest you put that dagger away.
I
Silas, do
did
you
not
have
take it out.
Silas? Do you
Right,
have a name for
right,
your
right,
little guy?
right.
I had one written down. Let me see if I can.
Just text it to me. You guys can
Yeah.
continue. I didn't mean to interrupt. You guys go ahead.
So who had the dagger out?
Oh, Bulbous in a joking way because you were saying stitches get snitches or snitches get stitches. So Bulbous pulled out a dagger, mildly threatening, like a golden retriever with a dagger in its mouth. So like super adorable. You don't know whether or not to take it serious.
Oh, this is not adorable.
Oh.
Bulbous is absolutely adorable. His eyes are massive, and he just kind of stares at you. He doesn't blink very much.
It's like looking into two dark pools.
Yeah, I don't look into his eyes.
I'm looking. I'm already looking. Why is that one
Oh,
pointing in another direction? Trying to.
It might
It,
it might be worth sharing your card predictions with your new person that's interested in helping you.
Yes, that's very true. I'm trying to find something. Uh, yeah, I think someone else has that written down too. I mean, they're in the
in our
notes
notes.
section. Where is it?
It's a small scroll up from the note part.
Listen, if the stealing already happened, there's nothing I can do about it. I'm assuming that you've already pawned off the earnings, but this word gets around town very quickly. So I won't be able to back you up if you do get caught in hot water.
what if? What if we promise to help get you out of the town?
Why would I want to leave?
This is a
Why
whole
wouldn't
new
you?
Why
This
world.
place kind of sucks.
why wouldn't I? My family is here. My people are here. I have a duty to this town. I never said I liked the current political situation of Barovia, but I can do what I can to at least help here. And if you guys are here, then I'm assuming you want to do the same thing. So let me help you, but I don't really have interest in leaving right at this moment. I'm sure,
What
sure,
is
the people can be very rude and mean and call you hellspawn, but there's a lot of good here. She's like wincing.
oh sounds what is your duty to this town? What are you looking to achieve for the town?
Well, uh, oh my God, I'm a bit of an entertainer of sorts, and she'll like kind of like hoist up her lute onto like her thigh and kind of hold it by the neck. I'm an entertainer of sorts, and uh, I am deeply invested in the history of certain areas, so I'm a bit of an explorer at times as well.
God, it's a bard.
What do you have against bards?
Nothing.
Everybody can do with a good amount of music every now and then. I mean, it's
Yeah?
always, good to have people that know how to talk. Sometimes you can always talk your way out of a situation. Granted, it's not come up yet, given the fact that we were in a death house. But
Mhm.
the situation may arise, and who knows?
I
Maybe we
think
can make a contract with Strahd.
I think another way of looking at it would be you have a local joining your little group, so it might be wise if I were to help you explore this unfamiliar area.
That's
Just a
fair.
suggestion. You don't have to take anything. I'm only offering my services.
No, it's always good to have more people, seeing as how three of the people that we've met so far seem to have disappeared.
Uh-huh.
Ah,
Yeah, because of all this cultist crap that you guys kept pulling.
Okay,
Bulbous was trying to get rid of the cult.
Exactly. And I already said that it was a monster. Monster are not people.
Actually, right. That's
Bulbous.
kind of counterintuitive. Bulbus hates
Uh,
cults, yet he almost did a sacrifice for them because they told him and chanted to him.
you did what?
Agree.
Look.
Yeah.
We don't need to get caught up in the semantics of the issue. The thing is,
You know
we
what's
got
a
rid of the
mean?
house. Bulbus had good intentions, and the good intentions came through. So that's what matters.
But what the hell is built
Okay.
on good
I
intentions?
remember that.
But listen, wait, hold on. Do you know what semantics mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who doesn't know what semantics mean?
Okay, well, it just I don't know. Never mind. But the point
Bulbus
is,
picks his nose.
yeah, okay, yes, very good. Um, but I suppose we should actually let you have some of these information that you're going to be helping us. Um, and it's kind of just like a little notebook. It's kind of like wrapped around with like some rope fry from his ship. Kind of like lays it out and shows you the different like words for the different card readings. When we talked to Lady or Madame Eva, she read out these 5 different cards, um, dealing with our situation and the fate that we have here. We have
I'm
currently
assuming.
the what?
Oh, sorry. Sorry, go ahead. Sorry, mother.
No, I mean I was just going to say it's we have on the she's laid them out in like cardinal directions almost with one in the center. The one on the left was the merchant, which was seek a cask that once contained the finest wine, of which not a drop remains, which we've come to understand is most likely to the west with the visit of the winery. Um, the card in at the top was the druid, the 5 of glyphs. An evil tree grows on top of a hill of graves where the ancient dead sleep. Apparently, the ravens can help you look for it or to find the treasure. You get what I mean. But the point is, that there are some ravens that we can talk to. Apparently, the card here on the right was the warrior card's massive swords. And it was. She said that that which we seek lies in the womb of darkness. Uh, the Devil's Lair, which we assume to be Strahd's old house, um, which is I have it written down over here. It's most likely Strahd's old house, to the north by a lake. Um, the card down here on the bottom is the Seer or the Jack of Clubs. We're supposed to look for some dusk elf that lives amongst the Vistani, who apparently has suffered great loss and is haunted by dark dreams. If we help him, he will help us in return. And then we have the one in the center, which was the donjon, not to be mistaken with dungeon. Um, Very confusing. I know. It took me off guard for quite a while. But it says here it's the King of Clubs, and it's saying that he lurks in the Hall of Bones, in the pits of the castle, of his castle, which most likely also refers to Strahd once again, most likely in the basement of his castle.
I see.
So
Um, GM, would I? Is there anything that like jumps out to me from these cards? Is there maybe like a role I can do?
Let me reread some of these and see what you might know. Because I don't think you would have ever been to Ravenloft Castle, so you're not going to know the things in there. But let's see.
I don't- If I did, I don't think I would come back.
Most don't.
well,
Hmm.
Uh, I would say that you go ahead and roll. Let's do history. No, do history.
Okay. Just straight roll.
What's your
Well,
history?
history roll. +3, but like, like
D20 plus 3.
no disadvantage.
No,
Okay. Nat 20.
that's 20.
Woo.
Nice. Well then, you would hearing that it's the place that he must return, you would be able to presume that that is not actually Ravenloft, as he doesn't need to return to somewhere he usually is. It's likely another location that he doesn't go to very often.
I see. I'll relay that information. But in terms of where he must return to, I'm a bit lost on that, but it would not be Ravenloft, the Castle of Ravenloft.
That does make sense. Well, we know of at least two places for sure as to where we need to go. Um,
Well, one and
yeah.
a half.
I mean, like well, I was mean the was the winery to the west.
And now you know it's not
And
Ravenloft for the other item, so
yeah,
somewhere he's
but
gonna
and then we
return.
have we have his old house by the North Lake and Valaki that we can go to check out right now.
Yep. But you guys can always
Oh
go to
man.
the shop first, so if you guys want. We can go to the merchant now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also, I just realized that roll was whispered. I'm so sorry.
What was it? That's funny.
The history
Yeah.
check. My bad.
Well,
I'll fix that.
at least you know how to whisper. So, all right. You guys have anything else you want to discuss or do here?
Not that I can think of off the top of my head, anyways.
Mm-mm.
Oh,
Alright.
I totally forgot. Could I grab your names? I realized that I introduced myself, but I haven't heard from you. Well, except for, a couple of you.
Oh,
All
yeah.
right.
Well, I think you know, but my name is Silas Emanon.
Nice to
Wait,
meet
what?
you.
Your last name? Amanon?
Oh, yes, did I not say that already?
I don't think so.
I think I did. I think you just
Oh.
forgot. It's quite all right.
Okay, then.
Bolos
Um,
remembers.
Yeah,
Yes, yes,
Bulbous remembers everything.
I know Bulbous.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm Daphne.
It's very
Daphne
nice to meet
Catfish.
you. Oh,
Very
yes.
nice to meet you.
and I'm Callister.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you all. I hope this can go smoothly for the foreseeable future.
Yes, I don't see anything going wrong at all.
Has anybody noticed that we're basically the Scooby gang right now? Sorry,
Feel
maybe
like
that
you
was
said
just me.
Oh
Maybe
no.
All right. Well, that was said
Change.
out
Even
loud.
another one of those
That
mustrons.
was.
Mm,
Changing
Scooby
my
Doo
character
Doo.
name to Velma.
I mean, we have
Bulbous
sounds
is
Daphne.
basically
normal.
Scrappy.
Yeah.
Mm.
And,
Oh,
I mean,
honestly, that'd be kind of.
Holy shit, didn't
I'm
notice
just
what that
grabbing
was.
something.
Why are you looking at me like this, Gold?
So, how long have y'all been in Barovia? Like,
I think
2 days.
about
Yeah,
2 days.
not.
Yeah, 2 or 3. No, we spent one
oh,
night in the camp. We spent 2 nights in town. So
uh-huh.
between 3 and 4, we're going on 4.
Neat.
Oh, not that long at all. Okay. Well, I hope it's been treating you somewhat well.
It hasn't.
Bulbous has
It's been
died
some
like
rough
3
time in the
times.
desert.
Yeah, I
Set my
almost died.
cross
I
the
almost died
time
quite a few
of death,
times
yeah.
inside the death house. Yeah.
Well, I mean, death isn't all that uncommon in Barovia, so I'm not too surprised. You look pretty well for having died 4 times.
It's my morning routine. Gotta get that facial cream, and you wash yourself a decent amount of times. Put all these
Uh,
nice.
yes, making sure to moisturize is very important.
The blood of my enemies.
My moisturizer. I'm quite fond of it.
How are we talking about death? What happened?
I don't know. I think it might just be the way he copes.
Ah,
Also, I made
well,
a token with a slightly updated picture to you.
I'm sorry? For
I
me?
sent yeah. I realized the token thing was in there.
We're going to the shop,
I
right?
turned it into a token. Do you need a different one?
Oh, I didn't know if you. I mean, yeah. That's why I didn't know if you had made it, so I just made that guy.
Do you want me to change it, or do you want to keep
Yeah,
the other one?
yeah. I like that one.
Okay, that's no problem. Um, we can say that Zorth will guide you guys over to this building right here, and that is going to be a general store that has some goods for basically traveling. And let me give you guys different music.
Oh, off topic. I do have a picture of my character. I can send that in. Oh, for you guys to see. The only thing it's missing is its wings, though. So just pretend that this picture has purple bat wings.
thanks.
Internet, please send.
It says no. Oh, I guess I
I
haven't actually. Thought I posted it before, but I guess not. Let me see if I can find it. But um, at the moment, um, where did I put it? This is about what Stylus looks like, minus the scar.
Oh,
Oh,
Flipping okay.
okay. It took a second to load. Man, that's good.
Fine.
Yeah.
Um,
Man.
is there? You said this is just a general merchant. Is it what's in the player's handbook for the general merchant table, or
I probably not. It's you can find like some uncommon magic items, some common magic items, probably almost no rare magic items, but maybe like one or two if I usually roll for it, and then almost anything general like a health potion and stuff like that.
uh,
Hmm.
cool.
That's usually how I do it. So gives you
Well,
guys a chance
unless
to get some base level like +1 stuff or whatever it is that you're looking for. You might have. So
I want
Bulbous
to pick
wants,
up a shotgun.
yeah, Bulbous needs a gat. I'm actually my curiosity's kind of peaked outside a game. I want to know how much these gems are worth.
Yeah, I was about to say.
you can always go in and haggle.
Yeah, I think Bulbous wants to buy some stuff. Can you tell me a list? I want to find for
Not.
Bulbous. I want to find a +1 dagger if he's got one.
It's gonna be more like you guys ask me what you're looking for, and then if he has it, I'll let you know. And if he doesn't have it, then I'll let you know. So
Yeah, Bulbous would want like a nicer dagger.
right. Let me give you guys the scene. Sorry, I was setting up the new token for this little guy. Alright, got you all set up. So when you're ready, we can bring him in. So yeah, you guys head over to that shop, and as you walk in, it's almost like dim inside. They don't really keep it well lit. There's just some candles on the shelves. You can see uh, a couple health potions and a couple of basic items when it comes to like, like an umbrella and like a little like trinket, some like paperweights that are like made of glass, things like that. And behind the counter on the wall, you can see, and they're like crooked and like just somewhat. They're hung up on the wall in like disarray of kind, but for enough for a display where you can see some weapons and shields. And behind the counter, you just see an elderly woman that just turns and, oh, it's good to have some new faces. I'm so used to the regulars of Barovia. What can I do for you folks?
Oh, we're.
Oh, what's her name?
I don't think we asked.
Oh, my name is Agnes.
Hi, Agnes. It's nice to see you again.
Oh, hello, darling. One of the usuals. I see you brought some friends. Are they new to town?
Yes, and I heard they were looking for something, so I'll let you handle them.
Okay, of
I'll
course.
just be over
Thank you.
here.
Alrighty. Well, what can I do for you all?
Bulbous wants to slap one of the gemstones down on the table in front of her and say, "What can I get for one of these?"
Well, give me a second to look this over. It's been a while since I've been offered to purchase something. I do hope that you all leave spending some coins as well, but let me just look this over real quick. I believe I remember how much they were, but yep. Cool. Roller thing. Okay.
I mean,
Oh, this is quite a nice gemstone you have here. Uh, I think I could do as much as 80 gold for this.
80?
80 gold.
80
I have
gold.
1,040 gold.
Jesus
Oh
Christ.
my god.
Bulbous is balling.
But
Um,
let me
Yeah,
ask
now
you.
you know why I was like, you got how many of those stones in the beginning? What
yeah.
the?
Zorth is like facing away from Agnes
And
and
Madame Eva just let us
Bulbous
walk off with them.
just wincing, just like,
They're looking at
I'm
the other
sorry,
stuff they have.
Agnes.
There is more. It was there was a lot more in that thing. Like I was very surprised at how much they have available right at the front.
Yeah.
But yeah. Would
Okay.
you like to sell just this one?
Uh, yes. For right now, Bulbous wants to sell just the one. Well, it
Alright.
depends. How much does this little old lady have some kind of weaponry back there? I mean, daggers for sure, something that's a little better than mine.
Yes, I have a handful of daggers and such, and Uh, the, the the strapping men of this town, they like to give me their items and then I sell them and they get their profit afterwards. So whatever it is you're looking for, I may have it here in the shop.
Do you happen to have any magic items? Is it?
I have a few.
it
I keep them in the back, but I do have a few.
yeah, it's very good. You you wouldn't happen to have a any sort of like cloaks, like perhaps a cloak of protection or a cloak of useful items?
Let me check my list. And she pulls out like a little clipboard and begins reading off a list. Um,
I have
uncommon.
it's times like this when I'm like, we could rob her, but I'm not going to. I'm
Might
not
I
gonna suggest that.
might I suggest you look
Don't
at
even think about it.
might
Right in
I
front of her.
all I'm gonna say is might I suggest you look at your alignments. Most of
Yeah, I
you
know.
most of you will I put an elderly woman because of that. It's okay to do that. Well, I do have two cloaks. One called Elven Kind and another called Protection.
Uh,
Mm.
Does it have to be a cloak? I have some robes.
Those also work. What types of those do you have?
I have this one robe called a bite back. It's supposed to be. I, I don't know what it's. I don't know what it's supposed to be. It's a bite back. It has these weird teeth on it.
Bite back?
Bulbous wants the robe made out of teeth. Bulbous wants the robe made out of teeth.
Oh,
Wait, you said it was called the what?
oh, you're not gonna be able to Google it.
Oh,
Hold on.
I was like, what now?
This is what it looks like.
Whoa. Oh my god, I can just see little bulbous running around in that thing.
The bite back
Oh my
robe.
god.
While wearing these robes and taking damage from a melee attack, you can use your reaction to deal half of the damage taken back to the attacker. This damage is dealt by the fangs on the robe as it bites the attacker, dealing the damage as magical piercing damage.
Oh yeah, how much does that cost me?
That kind of looks cool.
Well, this
Mm-hmm.
is one of my more expensive items, but you said you were a balling, so uh, oh, this
Yes, we are
I can
ballers.
I can let the bite back go for 2,200 gold.
Oof.
You
Uh,
know, bit of a weird number, wouldn't you say? I think an even in a Duke, at least where I'm from, these kinds of things might go for say an even 2,000.
I
Roll
have
per roll persuasion.
1,040.
Do y'all even have enough for that? Should we bother with this haggle?
Uh,
No.
I don't think
Bulbous.
we have. I was gonna say I don't think we even have enough.
Yeah, so
Nah,
So
wait, no, it's like
Zorth is standing just shaking her head.
well, it's a good thing my
okay,
Hey,
so,
shop. It's a good thing my shop isn't located where you come from, then.
yeah.
so Bulbous has the haunted one background.
Hmm.
When this old lady looks at Bulbous, can I get like really pitiful puppy dog eyes and say 800 gold? And and I
Uh,
would like to roll to see
you
if I
gotta
can
roll
convince her.
persuasion.
Oh my
Persuasion.
god.
I can do this. I believe in it. It's the heart of the dice.
Agnes. Agnes.
The
I have a
heart of the
plus
card.
4 to persuasion.
Well,
Where
really?
is it at? Come on. Yes, I do have a plus 4 to persuasion.
Yeah.
okay.
It's because everybody takes pity on the poor guy.
Could I use like prestidigitation to like make a little bit like rain like on top of him to make it look even sadder?
You're gonna get her store all wet. But
Oh, that's fair.
No, not the carpet. No. Oh.
So
um,
that's a 16 off the bat.
it's a
Oh,
12 off the bat. What are you talking about?
Or
It
no.
already added
12
the.
plus 4. No, wait. Is it already plus?
It's already plussed.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it is already plus. Yep, never mind. Boo.
No, Zorith, you can change that. It's fine. Um, she'll look down and say, "Oh dear, you look like you've been through
Thanks.
so much.
we did almost die a few times taking down the death house.
I
Hey,
can't
where's
go
that
that.
death house discount?
Uh, oh, that was you. That's wonderful. I'd be happy to give you all a health potion for that, but I do still have to run a business, and
Of
the
course.
taxes around here are they're deadly, if you know what I mean.
Ah,
They are very steep.
But
don't worry, we're going to be fixing that.
I'd be willing to meet your friend's request of 2,000, if that is helpful.
It'd be like if we all gave Bulbous back the gemstone. Because I had the one that he gave me beforehand and the one he gave me
Do you really want to
a
buy
little bit ago.
one item for one
I was
player?
about to say, I
You
don't
guys
want to
can.
buy a
Hey,
single
I'm
item.
no,
This is
As much.
Uh,
my
I'm gonna
strong
pull you
suggestion.
aside, Silas.
My strong suggestion in this is that you guys upgrade your basic armor to better armor and your basic weapons to better weapons. Things like that. That's what you should be
Yeah,
looking at.
yeah.
Silas,
So In
I'm
the
gonna pull
joke of all
Silas.
of it. Go ahead.
Sorry. Yeah, go on.
Silas, I know you didn't want to, but robbing her is always an option.
I didn't. I'm just
Do I
kind of whispering.
overhear that?
Just
No,
whispering. I'm just like, listen, thinking about it. But
you
let's
can
see how
do it.
far we can get in just conversations.
You can pull it off,
What are you
but
two
let's
talking?
figure out what item she's got first before we resort to Plan B.
That's
Yeah, we might have to come
that's.
back here.
We also have one of the residents. I don't think she's going to like that very much.
She's just like she's just staring at you guys. She can't hear, but she's just like, what are they talking about?
No, I pulled him
Um,
to the side to make sure we're far enough away so none of you can hear us.
Oh, wait. I also, money wise, I found 3 rings in the death house, and I had a jewelry box that had a necklace in it as well.
oh
Well,
shit,
it's up
that's
to you
Yeah,
to.
add
right.
a
I
coin.
also have the.
It's up to you to sell that stuff.
I also
Okay.
found a
Oh,
crystal, and I have that golden ring.
All right, let me pull
Jeez,
up
can
everywhere is
I?
loaded.
Okay,
Yeah, I have a.
why don't we just do a big old sale real quick? Let's get that going. Let's do the sale first,
Yes.
so y'all can just split your money up.
So
Mm,
I'll
Yeah,
just
Bulbous
type
is
in
fine
the stuff
purchase.
that I have to sell that I'm gonna go ahead and try and sell off here.
Okay,
So I
If
have
let's start with let's start with who has the rings and stuff.
a ring.
A ring.
It's that golden ring, yeah. The one that I picked up from the skeleton hand.
All right, so that's at the bottom here. I need to learn I need to come up with like a new way to like log my stuff, so I don't have to keep looking back at where it was. Okay, the ring right here. Okay. So
There.
what else are you putting down with the ring?
Uh, my two gemstones that Bulbous gave me,
Okay.
and some arcane crystal that I found.
Alright, so look over the gemstones and then look over the ring. Well, these gems are just like your friends. Well, there'll be 80 gold for each one, and this ring, I could go with 20 gold, so 180 for that. And then what else is this item here?
It was some
Arcane,
arcane focus crystal thing.
arcane focus crystal. You got it from the house, you said? Oh, the crystal, not the crystal orb. Y'all broke that.
Yeah.
Arcane crystal.
Goodness, these travelers,
I mean,
they're gonna be very good for the economy, don't you think?
You guys have the eye patch with the
oh
carnelian.
yeah, I'm wearing the eye patch right now.
Oh yeah. The ivory hairbrush. Daphne has that. You guys have a silvered short sword, which I think Daphne also has.
Hmm.
I think
Um,
someone
I'm
took.
trying to find the arcane thing.
It's just marked down as crystal, but it says arcane focus common. An arcane focus is a special item to design. Uh, that might just be one of my things actually. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm not finding that anywhere.
All right. Okay. So maybe not that crystal then. That might be my arcane focus.
Oh,
All right. Well, yeah. For those 3 items, that's I can give you 180 gold. Is that okay with you?
Um, how would you feel about some of these rocks?
Some
Because I
of
have the what was it? Moss covered agates.
oh, I don't think I could sell those in here. Uh, But
And I mean, I have these decorative spears that we found inside that we found.
ooh, decorative spears.
Yeah, I picked up 4 spears. I think it was from the statues,
hmm
Oh, that's right.
the armors that we
Okay.
knocked
Yeah,
over.
those were just like regular spears then. So hold on.
Wow, wow, you guys really cleaned that place out. Oh, God,
Well,
I mean,
when you're a pirate, you know, you learn to look in every nook and cranny and look for anything of value that may have been abandoned.
Well,
I mean, I
oh, you're a
didn't.
pirate.
all I could offer is the 5 silver for each spear. I hope that's okay, but that does bring you to 182 gold together.
Uh-huh. That's what we
Oh,
do with the. I don't want. I don't want to. I don't know if I should push it, but I'm gonna do. Just for sheets and giggles. Would you be okay with maybe 190 gold?
roll persuasion.
Okay. Right, here we go. Okay, so that's 15 plus 4, so 19.
Hmm. Yeah,
Ooh.
well, you guys are here to purchase and you are new, so how does 190? I'll do 190. It's fine.
Oh, thank you. You're very kind.
Is there anyone else that has things that they would like to sell before we get to purchases?
I guess we should all just sell our gems, shouldn't we?
So totally up to you guys.
Yeah.
Let's just say Border, you're next. Border, you step forward. What do you have?
I just have the gem, that's it.
Just the one?
Everything else I took was pretty useless, and it's more of a me thing.
Okay, well, 80 gold for you. I guess.
I mean, it's better than what we have at the moment.
Right.
Holy
Daphne.
fuck, these guys are stacked.
Daphne, what do you got?
Um, did we sell the
You haven't
the
sold
chainmail
nothing.
shirt
You
already?
haven't sold nothing.
No,
Okay.
we haven't sold anything.
This
We're
is
just
your
putting everything
Well,
up on the counter,
this
basically.
is your first shop. So, did you guys
so
found that jewelry box too, right?
Did
yeah,
we?
did we
I
take it?
think.
If you
Did
didn't, it
uh,
sucks.
we might have. What? I guess it doesn't matter now, but no, because we
Daph
investigated all the rooms, so I think we
So
did.
I came out with 3 jeweled rings and the jewelry box and the necklace.
So you do
Okay,
have it. All right, yeah.
so he has it.
Yes.
So Daphne, what do you have?
I have an ivory hairbrush, the chainmail shirt, a bullseye lantern, I think that's what that was. I don't know if
Okay.
a
So you
flask, a silver short sword, and 3 moss agate.
and you want to sell all these?
Probably not the hairbrush, but
You want to keep the
yeah,
hairbrush? All right.
yeah.
She'll look over the silver short sword and it's just, oh, this is very pretty. Ah, I'd be willing to give you a full 100 gold for this one.
Oh my God! For the sword?
Jesus.
It's
For
for
the sword?
it's for the silver more than anything, darling. But yes, I'd
That's
give you
yeah, that's fair.
100 gold for this.
Is that surprised these are allowed here
Okay.
around here?
You said the silver short sword and what else? You gave me a weird list. A
We
chain
found a
shirt, right?
yeah,
Okay. Uh, chain shirt's pretty standard. It's a chain shirt, right? Not male. Yeah.
chainmail shirt, I believe.
Those are two
My
different
notes don't say
things.
that. I
Uh,
know, yeah.
hold on, it's gonna be here somewhere. There we go.
Could be a
It
chain
is
shirt.
a chain shirt. For the
Okay, so
shirt,
chain shirt.
I can give you the standard 35 gold for that. And, you had the healing potion to your drink. You had the mess kit, which you gave to someone. You had the flask, which y'all used. The bullseye lantern. Set of thieves' tools, which someone here has.
Carco has the thieves'
Oh,
tools.
and someone
Or not
has.
No, no,
Carco,
no.
And someone.
Callister.
I have the
Alistair
thief
has
tools.
Yeah, I know. You both
Oh.
have seen CK names. It's confusing sometimes.
He's not even here.
So yeah, the
The
bulls
voices tell me otherwise.
for the lantern, dear. I'll give you 3 silver for the lantern, and you should also have that spell book, right?
Yeah, but I don't have that seal
I
spell.
No,
have
Nothing.
the
Bulbous has it. That's correct. Bulbous
I
has
have
it.
the
Yes.
book
Oh,
on
right. Yeah.
cults.
That's fine. Okay, so for the chain shirt, she's offering 35. Bullseye lantern, 3 silver, And so total is 135 gold and 3 silver for your chain shirt, your lantern, and the silver short sword. Will that do?
Yeah, that will do.
Excellent.
Oh,
And then
It better do.
let's
Holy
do,
crap.
and then our last guy. Let's go ahead and get Callister.
yeah.
You're the last one, right?
All I
Bulbous
had was a
after him, I
gem.
No,
think.
not Callister.
No.
Sorry. Silas.
I mean,
No, not Silas. Oh my god.
Bulbous.
Bulbous, yeah. I'm sorry. We started with you. I thought we kept it going. All right, Bulbous.
Yep.
What do you have to sell?
So I've got the 3 rings, the
Okay.
jewelry box, and the necklace. I need to know how much those are.
All right. She'll look over the rings, the necklace, and such, and oh, these are some fine items. This came out of the death house.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm just as surprised as you are, Agnes.
the jewelry box alone is pretty nice. The silver style with the gold filigree. Oh, I'd give you 70 gold for that alone.
Okay.
Jesus
For each
Christ.
for each of these rings, typical 20 gold each. Is that okay? And then this necklace, this topaz in the center is I think it's real. This is quite an item. Uh, will you take 700 for it?
Oh my god!
Oh my God,
Yeah.
what the hell?
Yes, Bulbous. Bulbous will take the. So that's. Hold on a minute. That should be 830
So
altogether.
it
Then.
was 70,
Man, from
20,
from the general store.
60, 130 plus the 700, so 830 gold for the jewelry box, the 3 rings, and the necklace.
Yep, I'm gonna sell those.
Okay, so
Plus,
I've been
830.
saving up all this gold.
yes. Plus, I want to sell all of the gems that I've got, so that's 1040. So I'm currently sitting at, because I had 25 gold from earlier.
Hmm.
I'm currently sitting at 1,895 gold pieces and 60 silver pieces.
Jesus.
Oh
Is
man,
there?
you're
Does
gonna
anyone else have anything else to sell?
I think Bulbous broke the game.
I'm aware of what your situation is. You also have a new player that might want some better stuff as well. But well,
Bulbous
What?
is
No,
going to
no.
share. Bulbous
Oh
is
no, you don't
distributing
have
everything. No,
you
Bulbous
don't
is
have to. I just joined you.
it's okay.
his Bulbus's whole
I was
thing is
gonna
as soon as you make friends with him, he's your best friend for life.
All right.
You're never getting
Oh my
rid of him.
god.
So I'm gonna let Bulbous sit on that for a
Ooh.
minute and think about what he wants, and we're gonna start with Callister. What would you like to purchase, dear?
Do you have any longbows or short swords?
Of course. Would you like the ones that are a little bit stronger?
Yes, definitely stronger.
Okay. Well, do you want a +1 short sword or a +1 longbow?
Oh,
Because they are
plus
going to
one
be.
longbow.
Uh, the the empowered versions they cost a little more, but if you have 300 gold, I'd be willing to let you have the empowered version of one of them.
And the short sword?
They're both 300, dear.
Jesus Christ.
Oh god.
Yep, no, I'm done.
If you get both, I'll do
Yeah.
it for 570.
Yeah, I'm still done.
Perhaps your friend can help you out, but uh,
No, it's okay. It's okay.
I'm also
Oh my
I'm not
god.
buying it.
she'll
Oh,
put
Agnes, I didn't even know you had that much money here.
she'll put a health potion on the table. Well, as I said, this is for the Death House handling, and I do appreciate your efforts so far. Hopefully, I'll see you again. And she'll turn to Daphne. And what about you? Can I help you with anything?
No, yeah. I'm okay.
She'll slide the health potion to you.
Yeah.
Same for you, dear. Silas, would you like to purchase anything?
Yeah. So you said is the what's the teeth bite robe? Is that the only robe you have, or do you
Yeah,
happen to have another?
It is the only robe I have. It's new in store,
But
and that's why I tried to push it, but perhaps I
yes,
pushed it a
I get
little
that.
early.
Yeah, I mean, do you happen to have like any boots or perhaps a
Of course, I have
just
some boots.
items in general?
Yeah, I have the elven kind boots. Goes well with the cloak. I have the boots of striding, and then I have a couple others.
Hold on.
How much are those?
Boots of striding.
Striding and springing. Boots of striding and springing basically gives you a walking speed of 30 feet. If you don't already have that walking speed, it does not reduce your speed, and also you do not become encumbered or hindered by wearing heavy armor. In addition, you can jump 3 times your normal distance, though you cannot jump farther than your movement would allow. Elven kind, those
Hmm,
boots make it so that you have make no sound when you walk. You get advantage on stealth checks whenever it comes to moving silently.
that might be useful.
Whereas the cloak of elven kind, while you're wearing this cloak, you have the hood up. Your perception checks made to see you are with disadvantage, and you have advantage on stealth checks made to hide. The cloak's color shifts to camouflage you. Pulling the hood up and down is a reaction.
Hmm,
Or, I'm
interesting.
sorry, is an action, not reaction.
Oh, still. Um, I mean that's pretty good. Maybe how much is that? Would you say?
I try to keep my base level magic items at 300 gold.
Yeesh. All
Hmm.
right.
Remember, you can
Uh,
always haggle down.
I did. Yeah, that's true. Um, and then do you happen to have any like not weapons per se, but just any other sort of a magic item?
We have
Like
a
perhaps
we have a few. I have the alchemy jug, and a very
no.
popular item is the bag of holding. People tend to want that. Um, I mean, if you tell me what you like, maybe I can see if I have it. I do have a chart here.
How much would those two things you just said be, the jug and bag?
The bag of holding, I have that one for 250, seeing how it sells pretty well. As for the alchemy jug, that one's also going to be 250.
Hmm.
Perhaps your recently rich friend can help you out with that one.
Understatement.
She'll eye over the bulbous.
Do you think we could seeing we're going to can I make an general insight check of like see how she might feel about Strahd?
I guess so.
Because I want to either be like we're gonna go kill him or we're gonna go help him out in some way. Because I know Visanti wants us to help him if possible, but the general population kind of wants us to kill him. But I also know that we're like supposed to be careful with who we say that kind of stuff around. So I'm trying to figure out the general vibe of how she might feel on Strahd.
What's your plus
Imagine
to insight? What's your plus to insight?
Uh, my insight is going to be nothing.
there's no quicker way to get a target on your back than by going, hey, we have this much money on us. We single-handedly sold out the general store. Also, we hate the noble that kind of runs your town. So yeah, this is just a big invite to
Well,
assassinate
no,
us.
no. I'm here to kill Strahd because it will lead to a lot of fucking money, and it'll boost my reputation.
Your insight on her, on whether she feels one way or the other, is simply, um, you think that she feels indifferent. She's not a fan of Straw, but she also doesn't dislike him.
Listen, you know how you said about the taxes being deadly, well, we're here to make sure that it's a lot more fair and you'll get a lot more business that way. So having said that, how would you feel about lowering that price down to about 200 gold?
Roll persuasion.
Okay, please. So that's 14 plus, where did my thing go? 4, so 18.
Well, I already do have it at a bit of a discounted price, but I can bring it down to 225. I'll meet you in the middle. How does that sound?
Um, Bulbous, do you mind if I borrow 25 gold?
Yeah, Bulbous gives you 25 gold.
So you
Yay!
so you don't mind actually. So,
Yeah, I mind. Here's 25.
to be fair, that's
It
exactly
sounds
how I
right.
think he would talk. So.
That yeah, exactly. I was like, that sounds exactly right.
She'll as you give her the 225, she'll. "Oh, excellent. Let me just go grab that for you." And she'll kind of
Can
just.
I see the like? Did she like put the gold behind
She
like
can.
in a bag?
No, she's holding on to it as she
Oh,
walks, and
okay.
she walks to like this back open room that you can see like the doorway, but not really inside. And she just kind of like reaches in and grabs the bag without having to all the way walk all the way in. And she'll come back and here you are. This is the bag of holding. If you don't know too much about it, it should have a weight limit of about 500 pounds, and so don't overfill it, of course. But it shouldn't weigh more than the 15 pounds it weighs right now.
Excellent. Thank you very much with that.
No problem. Oh, and before you go, she'll slide a health potion towards you. As promised, that is for you. Thank you for your efforts with the house.
And of course.
And then finally, let's see if you want anything. She turns to Bulbous. Chances of
Oh,
any chance I'll be getting some of that coin back?
oh yeah, good little bit. Okay, so all right, so here's what we're gonna do after hearing everything so far that's been presented. Let's get.
Just throwing this out there. Almost everyone is wearing basic leather armor, and it doesn't cost a ton to get that updated.
No, that's my first plan.
Okay.
Is
Well, I used all my money on my
Yeah, it's okay.
bag.
I'm talking to Bulbous right now.
I gotta be fashionable. I need
the
me
man
my.
with the cash.
Bulbous, Bulbous,
Can we
can you
say it's
buy
like
me
a?
this
Can we say it's like a
thing?
Louis Vuitton bag?
um, this
Can you hold in like the crook of your
Gucci.
elbow with your wrist jutting out?
Walk
Yeah.
into the room, bag of holding first.
the bag of holding isn't doesn't get altered, but I mean, if you want to tie a string to it, no one's stopping you.
Yeah. I'll just like I'll make a
All
little modification on it for that.
All right, Bulbous. Oh, what is it I could get for you, dear?
right, so the only one that can't use armor because it's going to mess up armor class is Daphne, correct?
Daphne.
Yeah.
Yeah, Daphne's the only one that can't use armor.
Okay,
Um, Everyone else can wear armor that is at least light. There's only one of you
okay,
that can wear better than that for right now.
okay. Um, let's go ahead. What is Oh gosh, it's on the tip of my tongue. Not Carkle, because now you got me screwed up.
See?
Alistair?
Oh
Yes,
my
I don't know.
god.
God damn it. Yes, Callister. What does your AC sit at?
So,
16.
yeah, Kalisher's currently at 16. If he gets medium armor, he's not going to get any benefit unless it's a half plate. But if he gets a studded leather armor, it will go up by the one as well. So,
Yeah, I'm
Cal-
not getting any more.
yeah.
Then I planned a multi-class and a monk, and once that happens, my AC got to 18 just from getting
Okay.
rid of my armor.
Yeah.
Okay, so what if we do the bow and arrow for you then?
I mean, sure, you shouting?
It's technically up to Bulbous right now. Bulbous can just buy stuff and hand it out. So.
Yeah.
And he would.
Bulbous.
He's become our sugar daddy.
Yeah, Bulbous is going to look at Callister and do you want the bow or do you want the sword?
The bow, please.
Bulbous buys you the bow.
All right.
Um,
300 gold for the longbow plus 1.
all right, so I'm going to take 300 off of that.
Alright. Callister, that brings your longbow to a plus 10 attack, and it does 1d8 plus 6 damage.
10 attack, Jesus.
Can't miss,
Okay.
pretty much. Can't miss.
That's the whole point. Bulbous is a master tactician.
Thanks,
He's
Daddy.
secretly a genius. Has a 20 in intelligence.
It's so scary. The dude's crazy. Okay, so then when it comes to the two warlocks, then I don't plan on multi-classing into anything that's going to give me AC. So what about oh god, why is everybody's name not
Silas?
coming? Yes, what about Silas's AC? What could we you're probably sitting at the same I am, aren't you? 14?
Yeah, I
Everyone's,
think we're both.
again, everyone's wearing leather armor. You can just go to studded leather armor, which doesn't cost a ton. So, there's that option.
I can offer you 7 silver to
Yeah,
help.
let's go ahead and take the 2 studded leather armors. Or no,
3.
3, because the bard, what's our bard sitting at?
13.
13 AC.
Okay, yeah, let's go ahead and get 3 studded leather armors to boost everyone's AC by 1.
Okay, well, I usually sell those for 45, but if you're willing to trade your leather armors you're currently wearing, I can bring
Yeah.
it down to 40 each. How does that sound?
That'll
That's
work.
Oh,
good.
yes, please.
Okay, so that's
That sounds amazing.
That's 120 altogether.
Okay.
Wow,
Studded
you all are
leather.
so kind.
That brings your AC up to 14, Zorith.
I told you, he grows on you.
He's
Um,
so generous.
Bulbous, studded leather armor. That brings yours up to 15. And then Silas,
15 as well.
studded leather armor, 15 as well. And you're gonna leave Callister as he is now. I don't know when Callister plans to go to a monk, but
No, I
yeah,
just leave myself as is now because it's wasted gold otherwise.
well, he got the plus 1
yeah.
longbow. So, all right. And will that be anything else for you?
Oh yeah, we're not done.
He said I'm not done.
Oh yeah, we're not done.
what could Daphne use out of any of that?
Well, just so you know, Daphne already has 2 attuned magic items. She's kind of
Okay, fair enough.
So you guys, everyone else, kind of needs some stuff.
Cool. Silas, what's your preferred weapon, sword or dagger?
I think it's a crossbow.
I think I have a crossbow with me, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, I
Do
also
you have
have
a
a.
plus one? Go ahead.
I mean, I have a spear, but that's a +1.
You don't have a plus 1 spear. No.
No, I mean to hit is that's
Yeah.
what I mean.
Your crossbow is your best option when it comes to.
Yeah, I got a couple daggers, a crossbow, and a spear.
Okay. Does she have a +1 crossbow?
Yeah, she has that.
I will take one of those for Silas.
And then I'll just slide her my regular crossbow and like, hey, you can do a bit of a trade for that.
That's right. She has a Kensei weapon. What's your Kensei weapon?
Oh,
Do what?
good question. One moment.
Um, your Kinsei weapon is
Is it
a
a
longbow and
long?
a rapier, which you don't have either one currently.
I can give you my other longbow.
You also got rid of your silvered short sword. You could. since you had the longbow, so you have a longbow +1. You're gonna give your longbow to her.
Yeah, just the regular longbow.
All right.
Okay. Thank you.
You just
How
need
much?
She does not have
arrows now.
arrows. You're gonna want to buy her arrows though, which only cost 1 gold.
Okay, we're good. I'll take care of arrows at the end. We'll buy that and
Okay.
bolts as well for the crossbow.
He already had
How much does the
bolts.
+1 crossbow cost?
He already had the bolts, and if he trades in the light crossbow, she'd be
Mhm.
willing to make the price. Light crossbow. She can bring it down to 275
Okay,
for
that'll work.
trading in the light crossbow for the light crossbow +1, which brings Silas. That brings you to a +6, and you do 1d8 +4 damage.
That's pretty good.
Pretty
And
cool.
you already have 20 bolts. You're fine.
Hmm.
Okay.
Um, does our bard want another weapon?
I don't
Short sword?
really need it. I have a rapier, so I think I'm pretty good in terms of weapon. I don't
Okay.
really foresee myself coming to a lot of close combat.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Cool. Bulbous then is gonna take. You said there was a cloak of elven kind.
So Callister got the +1's longbow. Silas got the +1 light crossbow. The longbow from Callister went to Daphne. Silas traded in his for discount. Zorth got the stud leather armor as well as the other ones. Bulbous, you're gonna do. You want the cloak? You're not gonna get a +1 weapon.
I'm also going to probably do that too.
Okay. Yeah. I have the cloak of Elvenkind. Just for fun, I'm gonna tell you these. There are some fun items to consider. You can get your stats increased with like a headband of intellect, brings your intelligence to 19. Um,
Oh.
Does she have a headband of intellect?
I believe.
No way.
Let me make
How
sure
much
that.
does it
Um,
cost?
Tell
what?
me Bulbus is about to become fucking like omniscient.
Yes.
Um,
Please tell me
Oh
it
my,
has a
it
headband of
is.
intellect.
oh my
It is an
God.
It is an uncommon item, so I will say that she has that.
Oh my
How
God.
much does it cost?
Oh, that'll just be 350. It's a little bit more of a
Oh, I'm totally
desired
buying the
weapon.
headband. I'm buying the
Oh
headband
my,
of intellect.
oh my God.
Alright, it will take an attunement slot for you to have on, which means it'll
That's
take
fine.
an hour. So I'm
Oh
going to
my
go ahead and put
God.
in bit of intellect. Initial intelligence is 8. So when you attune to it, your intelligence is going to become 19.
Okay, so that's 350 gold. All right, I'm totally fine spending that.
Okay.
And how much does the I tell you what, instead of the cloak, I am gonna take a weapon. Uh let's do a +1 dagger.
Okay. You're going to keep the 2 daggers you have and just get the +1 dagger, right?
I'm gonna trade one of the daggers. I'll fight with the +1 on one hand, and the offhand will be the regular.
Alright. Alright, so the way we're going to do that is I'm just going to put this information here as a +6 and a 1d4 +4, but if you use your regular dagger, which would be offhand anyways, you would be a +5 and then a no modifier. So, um, but yeah, I have a +1 dagger, and since you've bought so much, I'd be willing to part with it for 250.
250 it is.
How much do you have left? You've just
How much is
spent quite a bit.
I have 575 left.
Oh my
Okay.
Oh
God.
my God.
Uh,
how much is a
Does
rapier?
He
anybody wants
can't
anything
keep it.
else? Yeah, do you want a +1 rapier? You can have one.
Okay, wait. I was
Oh my
asking.
God.
You know what's funny? I know y'all feel like I bumped y'all up, but I'll explain after we're done that I did that on purpose a little bit. But, anyways,
Oh
you
man,
would.
that means you're gonna throw something big at us.
No, it's actually because I usually have guilds that give a free magic item, so I don't have to like make y'all buy it. But there's no guilds in Barovia, so
We're fucking
uh,
poor as shit.
um, yeah. You're gonna buy the +1 rapier, Bulbus?
How much is it?
That's 300 as usual.
Yeah, we might as well go ahead and beef up the bar just a little bit too.
Oh my
Alright.
God.
Uh,
I was
I'm
gonna.
down.
If you
I
trade
mean, you
in
bribe me.
if you trade in the rapier with it, it'll only be 280.
If you're
Oh, I
offering.
Yeah,
wasn't.
yeah, I'm 100% totally.
I thought Daphne was asking about the
Okay.
rapier.
I mean,
I was.
Uh,
I want to even see. Does she?
Oh, that's right.
Do you have?
Make it 300. Daphne, you gonna wait? Are you giving the +1 rapier to Daphne or the bard? Because
Did okay.
Daphne, her Kinsai weapon is a longbow and a rapier. Callister gave a regular
Daphne can
longbow to her.
Daphne can take it because I'm not like a martial class, so it would make more sense to give the
What,
+1 rapier to Daphne.
You don't need to be the
Okay.
what
martial
do you?
class. Rapiers work for bards as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was saying like Daphne will get more use out of it because I'm not a martial fighter. I'm not a melee fighter.
You prefer to fight
Um,
from the back. Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
she's a
What do
bard.
you?
all right, so yeah,
I just pay him into
if you buy a fresh rapier +1, it'll be 300.
Okay. We'll call it 300.
Alrighty. So let me. Okay, so let me add this. So Daphne, a longbow range is 150 slash 300. Right? I'm not tripping. There's 600. 150 slash 600.
300.
600.
Yeah.
150 slash 600. And then your rapier damage is going to be plus 6 to hits, and it'll do 1d8 plus 5? No, 4. 4. Alright. So you can have that there. You do have a regular short sword still, of course. You don't have your silvered one. You still have your darts. Cool.
How much did you say arrows cost? 1 gold apiece?
No, 1 gold for a quiver of 20.
1 gold for a quiver of 20.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's do 5 of those then and make it an
Oh,
even 100 arrows.
Jesus
okay.
Christ.
Okay,
Oh
so
my
you're gonna
God.
buy 5
We have a bag of
quivers.
holding.
Okay, I'm guessing you're gonna
Uh,
give 1 to Daphne and put 4 in the holding bag.
Yes.
Whoever's taking notes, I hope you're typing away right now.
try.
I've been editing something.
Okay. And the
For
last
notes.
thing I want to do is get potions. So how
uh,
much are potions apiece?
Everyone already has 1 potion, and she has 1 for you as well.
Okay.
But you might want to get 1 for Zorith, who doesn't have 1. Uh, a regular healing potion is going to be 50 gold.
Let's get 2 of those.
Okay, that'll be 100 gold.
And one of
Oh
those will
my
go to
god.
Zorith, and one of those will go to the bag of holding. And
Oh,
that'll be it.
oh,
I'm done.
Okay, so we
oh,
have
thank you.
so we so everyone, and she adds a health potion and gives you. So everyone has 1 health potion. All right, so let's go over the list just to verify everything is done. You purchased a studded leather armor for Zorith, and you got her the health potion, and that's it.
Hmm.
Bulbous, you bought yourself a +1 dagger, studded leather armor, um, and the headband of intellect. And then you bought Callister a +1 longbow, and he already had a quiver with arrows, so he's fine there. And he gave his previous longbow to Daphne, which Daphne, you bought her the rapier +1, a quiver of arrows, and then you bought 4 extra quivers with arrows and put it in the bag of holding, which you also bought that bag of holding. Who's holding the bag of holding?
I am.
Okay, just make sure you have that noted down. Um, and then for Silas, you bought him a studded leather armor and a +1 light crossbow.
Hmm.
Did you want to buy extra crossbow bolts as well? Because those are different from the arrows. And 2 of you guys
Yes.
will use light crossbows.
I mean, I'm all right with having 20 bolts for now.
You sure?
It's up to you.
Yeah, I mean, if I run out of those, I have my Eldritch Blast almost all the time. So,
Yeah. Fair enough. Okay, cool. We'll leave it the way it is then.
yep.
Okay. Alright. Yeah,
All right.
the only people with crossbows are the warlocks, so fair enough.
Um,
Cool.
I wonder,
That's
just do you happen to have a rod of immovability?
Oh, I might have one in the back here. That's quite an interesting item. Um, Let me check my chart and she'll look through the list. It looks like that one's on request, but I don't have one in the shop.
Out
Um,
of everything, you don't have a removable rod.
I told you she's not
Holy
gonna have
Mm,
shit.
one. But if you come back in a few days, perhaps it'll have come in by then.
yes, I imagine we probably will come back by then.
Okay, so
All right.
Callister, let's talk to you for a second. Are you doing the disguise right there in the shop, or did you walk out?
Mm, I'm not gonna do it right now. Bolus is nice enough, so
Okay,
I'll hold off of it till maybe next time.
okay. Next time then. Cool. I was just gonna do that setup at the end for you. But cool. So all purchases are done. We're all good. Looks like
Yeah.
everyone has at least one +1 weapon, except for our new player, which kind of makes sense because they're new.
It's all good.
I'm totally willing to spend the last little bit I've got.
I think you should
What kind
save
of
it.
It's completely
Okay.
up. It's
Fair enough.
completely up to Bulbous, to be honest. So,
you want that robe, don't
Yeah.
you?
What?
I don't know, Bulbus.
I did, but I'm gonna hold off. Bulbous is about to get stupid friggin' smart, so this is just gonna I'm gonna have some fun right now.
You're gonna have a
Oh my
brain
god.
blast.
all right. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this in as if you've attuned to it, with your intelligence bumping to 19 while you wear that. Your saving throw is now at 4 instead of a -1. Your animal handling is a 4 instead of a -1. Your
Oh my
arcana
god.
is a 6. Your history is a 4. Your investigation is a 4. Your nature is a 6.
Damn.
Your
You're
rel-
better at some of the stuff than I am. Holy shit.
your religion is a 6.
Oh my God, he's beginning
Uh,
to believe.
uh, and and that is all. So yeah. Um, so what we're gonna do here is now we're going to, because some of y'all have things to attune to and some of y'all have something else to do. So attuning takes an hour, and Silas, what you need to do also takes an hour. So, you didn't get your thing. You need, I think you need some stuff for that, actually. Find familiar. Because you can't do it. Can you, wait, does it let you do it without
A
anything?
packed boon, so I'm pretty sure it lets me just do it.
It
Um,
should if it's part of your
oh,
boon.
I mean, it says the components verbal, somatic, and material, which is 10 gold worth of
Yeah, so yeah, you still
charcoal.
need the materials. It just means you can do this. Because you usually find familiars only for wizards. So you need 10 gold worth of charcoal, incense, and herbs, which she would have. So maybe Bilbus will buy that for you if you want.
10,
Oh,
10 gold worth of each of them,
I think it's
or
like all
just
together.
total?
So we can just say it's a. I mean, it's a world where like these things aren't unfamiliar. So she can have like a little fine familiar sack, and they can call it whatever you want to call it. But it's 10 gold for the set of charcoal, incense, and herbs, and you'll just need a brass brazier to put it in.
Yeah,
What is
Bulbous
a
will chip
brass?
in there.
Yeah, I was about to say, Bulbous. I've actually been
Brass.
reading this
It's
one of
actually
the books.
pronounced brazier.
Oh,
No,
Oh my
I think
god.
it's
Bulbous.
pronounced brazier.
It's brazier. It is. Oh my gosh, guys. Yeah.
Bulbous is about to be pretentious.
But yeah. So who's buying it?
Bulbous will buy it for him
All right.
and say,
So
"My good sir."
you haven't attuned to it yet, but
Oh, okay.
but you,
Okay.
you you can believe it took an instant
You
effect
just
if you want.
Bulbous believes it was instantaneous.
Do you think like after the hour is up and he's fully attuned to it, he just doesn't mention that it wasn't instantaneous? He's
Well,
just
I think not.
that's completely up to him. He'll actually be able to think that option over later. Um, but yeah, okay. So minus 10 more gold, and you'll get everything you need for the Find Familiar spell. And are you guys gonna go back to the tavern, or do you want to just like hang out in the alley for this hour?
I think a good portion of us have some stuff to attune to, so we can at least rest in our beds until then.
Okay.
Yeah, good idea. Tavern's probably the safest place to be.
Hmm.
Alrighty. You guys can head back to the tavern, and yeah, you can head into your rooms.
And just because I know that we're gonna need it for later, would you say that I could get 10, like enough or what was it? Hash? Was it ash specifically? I think. Charcoal. Would you say that I could get enough charcoal from the oh god, the burning death house? Like the ash from there? Like, would you say there's enough charcoal there that I could like scoop up enough
I
for the
don't
next
think
time I need to cast it?
I don't think charcoal and ash are the same thing.
Well,
They are not.
they're not. I know, but I'm just like, I'm wondering if there would have been like stuff in there that would have created charcoal. Because it's a whole house that burned down. I'm wondering if there
I
wouldn't
don't
have been something.
I don't think that's now I'm thinking I don't know how charcoal's made. Hold on. What is
Charcoal
charcoal?
takes a longer time to make. You have to like press down on the wood. It's got to burn for so long,
So
and
it's
it's
charcoal is
I mean,
lightweight.
it's been like eight
Char-
hours.
Charcoal is lightweight black carbon residue produced by strongly heating wood and minimal oxygen to remove all water volatile constitutes. So I'm gonna go with no because there was a literal like pool underneath the house, and even if it burned down, it wouldn't make charcoal. It would make ash.
soot.
Yeah, soot and ash. So
Well, that's unfortunate.
it's the minimal oxygen part that ruins it for you.
Yeah, all right, that's fair enough. Then never mind.
But yeah,
Well,
you guys can
if
come.
there was.
Yeah. But yeah, you guys can come back to the tavern and head into the room. Someone will have to invite your new friend into the room because I don't know about your deal with the tavern. Oh, and
Uh,
now you know
Oh,
why
I
you
don't.
got now you know why you got a whole week of free food and a place
Yeah.
to stay. You gave an which, by the way, none of y'all haggled or insight. She undercut you on those gems.
Oh, that's bad.
Listen, if only Bulbous had the head of intellect beforehand.
You should have bought that first.
See,
I
now
don't.
I
I
don't
don't
feel
think
bad. Now
Zorith.
I don't feel bad about having wanting to rob her.
I don't
uh,
think Zorith would have known.
she's
I
a
mean, it would be funny if she did.
she's got to run a business, so she buys for less and sells for more. That's just how it works.
Yeah, that's just how business works.
Silas, don't worry, we can rob her next time.
Yeah, you're right.
You're,
Never
you're
trust old
not
people, I always
robbing.
say.
You are not robbing old lady Agnes. Neither do my watch.
Oh, listen, have you ever heard the
Okay.
saying, rob an old person, give to the young?
No, because
Bulbous has
why would
definitely
you do
heard
that?
I don't know why she would hear that phrase if she grew up here.
It's a,
Why?
I don't know what you're talking about. It's a very common saying.
Wait, how old are you?
I'm not here. How old? I'm 20, like 28. My
You
character's
respect your
28.
elders then.
Yeah,
Yeah, they raised me.
you're right. I did.
What?
What?
Well,
Lovely.
actually, you're a changeling, aren't you,
Yeah,
Silas? How old do changelings get?
they age
I
about the
don't think
same
they
rate
live
as
that.
humans.
No.
I think
I don't think I know
slightly
you're a
longer.
changeling.
You don't. I just look like a
Yeah,
human to you.
yeah. Oh man, that kind of puts into perspective, like you talking about, like, yeah, humans are like really bad. I'm like, yeah, yeah, I guess.
I mean, they're not
Just a
great.
Whatever,
human.
whatever you say.
Yeah, just a human. Just being like, yeah, fuck humans. Am I right?
Can we
Are
say
you trying
Bulbous
to like?
had an hour to attune to this?
Yeah, I mean, that's what you guys came back here for. Y'all sitting at the
Oh
table, or
yeah,
are you
I
gonna
mean,
go in
like
the room, or
while
what?
we're like resting and shit, I'll probably like pull out the book up. Wait, where did it go? I have it written down somewhere because I have the book of what's it called? One of my notes. Uh, it fits with the pact I ended up going with. It's the Priest of Osibus, ritual book about summoning fiends slash necromancy. So I'll just kind of just pop that book open and just be like, just like casting some spell, and then I'll have a I'll cast Find Familiar. Just over the course of that hour, just do the stuff that I need to for that.
Okay. Yeah, 'cause it takes an hour to do that. Just seeing something here. Okay. Okay. Alright, you can just stare at the table and do this. So yeah, we'll say that you guys did your attunements. So if you guys had anything you were attuning to, you now are attuned to it. So the cloak of protection for Daphne. Through Daphne, you also have your dragonhide belt. Don't forget about that. Bulbous, you now have your headband of intellect. You feel smarter over that time, that hour that you spent attuning to it. It was like knowledge, like multiple books worth of knowledge just came rushing in, and now your understanding of how to handle animals, and your understanding of history, and your understanding of how to handle nature and nature's worth, as well as just the aspects of different religions and the different deities that are out there. All that comes rushing in, and you just like feel like you know that stuff now.
Bulbous, how do you feel? You look different. You look a little bit different.
I have the that's the meme that I'm thinking of
Silas,
with Bulbous now
did you do your performing? Did you do the spell out here or in a room by yourself?
in the room by myself.
All right, go ahead and put yourself in the room.
Oh, yes. I
I
was looking on
feel
my.
different. What is this
How
new level of
different how?
He's gained sentience.
consciousness? Yes,
I just sound like
sentience.
you're
I
tripping.
feel I feel like I've been picking my nose for other people's amusement.
Oh
Well,
no! Somebody remove the headband.
Silas,
you can't.
I'm also
You
getting a
can't.
really strange idea that that old lady really fucked us on those gemstones.
well,
Yeah.
Uh,
you'd also be smart enough to know that business is how businesses are. So, Silas, you can control your new little guy.
Excellent.
You might
All
want to
right.
post the picture in the chat so they can see him too.
Oh, yes, you are right.
As you emerge with your new little thing.
oh, oh, what? Oh,
So you guys see Silas emerge from the room, and with him, following him, is this weird little creature that walks on all four legs. Its face, almost like the body of an octopus, put on the shoulders of this almost
Oh,
almost
oh,
gargoyle-esque creature.
Baby Cthulhu.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what I was going for.
Um,
oh, he's well, he's so cute.
To be
Uh-huh.
fair,
Bulbous.
um, Zorith, you would think that
Mm-hmm.
this looks like a pretty typical Find Familiar. Within
Oh,
Barovia,
okay.
Find Familiar does not look normal. They always look either undead or monstrous.
Oh, okay, my bad then.
Yep. So
Oh, he
that
is kind of
yeah.
he's endearing. He's got very inquisitive eyes.
You know, while we were in the death house, I found this book on how to summon things. So I kind of talked with I got a couple of tricks that I picked up with my new I believe the term is Patron, and now I can I can bring out I call them Neptune.
Oh,
Neptune.
okay. That's very
Oh.
interesting. Your brain is fried. Your brain is fried after seeing that insane shopping spree.
The shopping spree, just bringing out a little Cthulhu,
I
just
just
like Bulbous gaining like 100 points in IQ.
I just imagine Silas came back to the table and was like, "This is Neptune." A little
It's like, look at it, he's squishy.
Bulbous still
Definitely
reaches
something.
out a hand to shake Neptune's hand and says, "Hello, Neptune. It's nice to meet you."
Sorry, Apollo. I needed a
What
prop.
the fuck happened
I
to
needed
Bulbous?
He was unhappy. They took him from his nap.
Who the fuck is this? This is Bulbous. Why are you speaking like that?
Silas, it's me, your friend, Bulbous. I'm just
uh,
smarter.
Oh
it's
my
the
god.
headband. He attuned to the headband. He's changed a little bit.
A little
I
bit.
mean, at least there's no British accent.
No,
Okay.
I really hate to say it, but I was pretending earlier with the British accent because, as we of course know, magical items need attunement, and I was just stupid prior to this, but now I know better.
Do you guys know what the headband looks like?
Yeah.
No, what does it look like?
It's
Um,
gonna look ridiculous. I'm gonna share it
I
with you.
feel like it's just gonna end up like with Bulbous, it would just be like one of the like a headband out of the 80s.
no, I think it's like a
Uh,
tiara that goes over the forehead, but it's
I
got
would.
like dangling
I'd go
bedazzled
more with
bits.
like 70s.
Yeah.
There you go. That's what it
Look
looks like.
amazing.
Your
I love
goblin.
it.
Oh,
That's what your goblin's wearing right now.
you look beautiful.
Oh my
Oh,
god. You gotta Photoshop that on. Oh my
not
god.
all right for
Now,
it.
That's
so
incredible.
okay, with Bulbus's newfound intelligence, could I attempt to decipher some of these cards a little bit to see if maybe I've got enough brain power to put two and two together on where we should go?
I'd be
He's
happy to
gonna
let
do
you
a
do
brain
that.
blast.
I don't
Yeah.
I don't know if
Just,
you I
just
don't know
do
if
a
you
flat intelligence check. Just use your modifier.
Flat intelligence. Okay, I've not got it updated on
+4.
this. It's +4. Okay. D20. Oh,
Oh,
that's only a 9. Still not rolling really high.
is your body's not used to it yet.
It's not.
He's like looking over the
You just
cards.
you just learn things. You haven't learned to decipher things.
Hmm.
That's a whole. That's a talent.
My wisdom is still a 9.
Oh my god.
Oh no. He's smart, he's not wise.
It's
Could have been worse,
Oh my
to be
god.
honest.
I was gonna say we used to who besides now that Bulbous is at like what a 19 or 20 in intelligence. What was the next highest intelligence? Because I think I have like a 13. Is it? Yeah, I have a 13. Who was the smartest
I've
beforehand?
Are you asking me who's the
um,
highest intelligence?
Yeah.
Oh, that's Bulbous.
Well, no, that was. I know it's Bulbous now.
before.
That's what I was saying before.
Oh my god.
Before his
Uh,
brain got all wrinkled.
uh, Crazy enough, all y'all are kind of sharing the same brainwave.
Oh no, we're all stupid
Ex-
now.
Compared to Bulbous.
we
yes.
should all roll we should all roll like intelligence checks to see who comes out on top.
I, Bulbous, shall be the leader of the group, as I am the smartest.
Well,
You couldn't
listen,
decipher the cards.
Yes, the cards mean that we should do something.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
he's gained
Wow,
a
you're
matter.
Bulbous,
He's got.
let me.
There is no item to help you with your wisdom, so.
Oh my god.
Which one goes in the fruit salad again? The tomato or the banana?
Technically both.
Uh,
Yeah,
I mean,
clearly
they are
both.
technically both fruits, so
I mean, then
What are
a
you guys
caprese
doing?
salad would technically be like a fruit salad.
Yummy, yummy.
With a banana?
it's like, hold on a minute. Bulbous gained incredible intelligence in a short amount of time. I think I read something about this in one of the books. I believe that it makes him a Lisa Al Gaib. I believe was the name.
I'm not sure what that is.
I don't know either. I read it in the book once.
Can I like roll like history or something to find out what he's talking about?
Sure, yeah, we'll see how you do.
He said that twice. I'm like, what is that? Oh wait. And I uno momento. No, I don't want to risk for the roll, thank you. Another net 20.
That's ridiculous.
No shit.
She's using the things. I mean, what are you gonna do about it? What was the Could you remind me again? What was the statement or question?
I just I just made like a joke basically. It was just saying like I read a book where it said that like someone who would gain great intelligence in a short amount of time would be called Lisa Al Gaib, which I guess nobody caught the joke. It's
I don't know the reference. So
it's Dune.
That's what I thought that was.
I haven't watched
Yeah, I have
Dune
not
yet.
watched Dune yet.
Dune's on my
I was about
list,
to make a spice joke.
Dune's on my list, but I have not watched it yet.
Yeah, like he is the chosen one basically, or like he's the one that will
Oh,
save us all.
dude, Bulbous is about to carry this story.
Mm,
All right. Um,
If that's the case, then Zorth will just like laugh but not say anything.
As the innkeeper comes by, he's gonna just talk to the table real quick and say, "Oh, I'm glad you've come back. I had a request before you guys head out to the new city. I just have to help my patrons, and then I'll be right back to ask you for the favor."
Okay.
Oh, okay. I mean, he could have just asked us now, but
yes,
Right
this
now.
seems
Yeah.
strange.
Handling patrons, Jesus.
Why would you ever handle a patron in a bar? Unheard of.
It's an inn, alright? He sells food. He sells.
I mean, if it's a good bar, it'll sell some food too.
Yeah. You must be very powerful if you have that many patrons.
You know, it's not 12 beers and chicken tenders, right?
I want my chicken nuggets, okay?
My no, they don't know. They know my usual.
Oh, where's my barbecue sauce?
Oh,
I
man.
want
Do you have any ranch?
my Szechuan sauce.
Oh no, not again.
Alright,
What are
you
you
guys
They
see,
doing?
don't. No, they
you
don't have that in
guys,
Barovia.
you guys see him
You
drop off
don't
some
have the
food.
Szechuan chicken sauce?
No, hasn't hit Barovia yet.
It's
We're
been
like
Um,
over
four,
40.
we're like 400 years behind.
I can tell.
For real. So he takes off some food and then he comes back to you guys after dropping the food off and he says, "Oh, if you guys are planning to go to the city of Villaki, my sister's been wanting and needing to go there, and I was hoping you guys wouldn't mind taking her with you."
An escort
Hmm.
mission.
Are you asking if you have a
How
sister?
capable is she in a fight?
Well, the good thing is she'd be able to guide you there. It's not going to be her first time in the city. They do a lot of festivals up there, and she enjoys them. But going there is not something she gets to do often due to how dangerous the land is, and well, she's more of the sheltered type rather than the fighting type. You know, I don't know if you've heard the rumors. I mean, I know you have. He'll gesture over to Zorith. But
Mm-hmm.
despite being known as Ismark the Lesser due to my choice to follow the inn and living in the shadow of my father, the Burgomaster has
The Burgermaster.
Burg Burgomaster. That's
Oh,
what that's what that's what
I
they
I
mean,
also
I mean, he's running
that's
the inn. It would make sense.
that's what they call the mayor
think.
around here. But
okay. I was gonna say, hold on a minute. Burgermaster Ronald.
You don't have that on the menu.
choosing to be an innkeeper instead of following my father's footsteps did give me that title. But my sister, on the other hand, well, she seems to be able to do whatever it is she wishes, regardless of the fact
Ooh.
I can't take her to the city as I have this place to run. And so I was hoping you guys wouldn't mind doing that. And in trade, she'll be a sort of guide to make sure you all don't get lost. But you will have to protect her if that's okay with you.
God damn
We
it.
Mm,
shall do this.
Um, um, you know, I'm fine with it personally, but by any chance, if we were going to bring her along, would you be able to provide, like the food and supplies necessary to take care of her?
Oh,
Since you're asking us.
I can make sure she has her pack filled with rations and a few other skins if you guys need some extra. But just know that she's she's a bit of a target. So just make sure she keeps her hood.
What do you mean?
a target
What
for
do you mean
who?
by that?
Strahd has a few eyes and search for her. She doesn't leave the house often, and that's why she doesn't get to go to the city. But I'm
So are you
hoping.
paying this?
I,
Uh,
I just want you to know the risk. You can always say no, and I totally understand. But she would really like to go to the festival that they're about to have. It's the sun something. I'm not sure. They change the festival all the time. It's a much more upbeat type of town. But regardless, if she wears her hood and I usually give a minor illusion to mask her general scent. Uh, she
why are
should be
you
fine.
talking about your sister like that? If she, what?
It's the
She's
efforts that go into defending her to make sure she can get to Valaki. It's not an action that we like to have to do, but her safety does come above these festivals. But since
Mm,
She's
would
traveled
I?
there before.
if you've she's traveled there before with the Vastanis. Back then she was dressed as one of them and managed to slip through, but she spends so much time in the house. My father would like her to, get some time outside, and so she would like to go to Valaki. And if you all are going there and you were able to handle the Death House, I don't see why you wouldn't be able to handle a small escort and trade for a guide.
Small escorts. You said Strahd was he had his eyes on her. I don't think that's a bit of a
yeah,
small escort.
that's
Well,
quite a large escort.
Strahd has eyes all over the land for everybody. I'm sure he already knows of your whereabouts, as you've already come in here and made quite the ruckus taking down a house that many speak of.
Hmm.
It's it's been more than it's been a whole day since that house was burned down once more, and the first group to ever go in and come back out. It's a rumor that's sure to spread to the Ravenloft Castle at any time now. So I don't think staying under the Strahd's radar is in your wheelhouse at this time, as it is. So the risk you run by escorting her is no greater than just traveling yourself.
So,
Okay.
oh, like
We should
I
talk
don't want to get,
about
I don't
this,
want to
right,
get.
without him around.
Yeah. Well, We'll let you know in just a little bit.
Okay. Of course, if you need to think it over, it's fine. You'll see she's over there sitting at the table now by herself, and you'll see a woman wearing a gray, like, hooded cloak with a red vestment kind of over top of it.
Hmm.
She's got, like, long brown hair, and, like, the hood's not up right now, but you can see she's just kind of, like, drinking some water from a glass right now. If you have any
Hmm.
questions, you can always ask me, but I do hope you don't mind. She hasn't been out of the house in a couple of years.
I see.
Yeah, see that?
Uh,
Seeing her and she's like, "You guys, I think we should do it."
I mean, shouldn't we
I
ask
think
for
we should.
money at least? He's
Yeah,
already
you know,
ripped us
let's.
we'll
off
get
once.
we'll get back to him. I mean, we could familiarize ourselves with her. We can invite her over.
Because, I mean, keep in mind, considering how much we know the gems are worth now, he has absolutely ripped us off with the fact that we
Yeah.
paid the
No,
gems
no,
and he only
no,
gave us
no,
I'm
a
no,
week here.
no, no,
no.
no,
He gave
no.
us a week of free, a week to stay here, free food and drinks.
Yeah,
So
remember it was 2 gold per room per night, and every time y'all eat, it's at least like 3 gold, minimal.
so it was
Given
like
that y'all
28.
don't go over, which the first night y'all did go over like crazy. So I would not say
Yeah.
you're already like halfway through that gym.
Yeah, but like at the same time, I remember last time he also said, oh, now that you guys have a deal's a deal, you guys can now stay here because you did the death house. I'm like, we didn't make a deal. We bought this.
Can we get our
Yeah.
money back?
You're just trying to be, he's just
If it's
trying
a
to be,
deal, can we get our money back?
he's just trying to be a little charismatic. That's all. He technically didn't make a deal. He offered you to do the death house to build your reputation.
That is true. That
Mm,
is true.
I don't like this guy.
Yeah.
I'm like
Why are
nothing.
we asking?
Bulbus is
I
currently
believe
thinking over his life decisions. Just, oh my god.
Bulbus, Bulbus actually looks over at that woman at the table by herself and tries to make eye contact.
Just staring at her until she looks over.
She looks
Yes.
she looks over and sees you staring at her. She just kind of like slowly lifts her hood up over her head and turns away from the party.
Uh,
But Volvis, that's not how you.
Maybe you should talk to her, not telepathically, but invite her over. Go over, invite her over to the table for a
That's
discussion.
not how you raise somebody up.
I see. This Riz that you speak of.
He's not the Rizzler. He's not the Rizzler.
Listen, you have to talk to them. You have to understand where it is that they're coming from. Otherwise, they won't want to talk to you very much.
I
Okay,
see.
you know,
I would say Zorith
well,
would
this
have a bit more of a touch with it, just because she lived here.
Yeah, it was
Rapport.
this Bulbus and Silas just talking about how you approach her while
A woman.
it just goes over and talks to her.
How do I talk to a woman?
I think it's all in how you ask
I'm
them.
sure I could Google this.
I'm sure I can consult the scrolls.
I swear
Um,
we asked him if he had a sister. Because
I
if you guys
believe
remember,
we
we were
should
going
take her with
to rob
us.
Well,
him.
I'm gonna go ahead and say Zorith. Would you like to say something? You've approached.
I mean, yeah, I would like to bring her. Well, I'll like kind of like I'll like walk over and kind of like kind of tap the table to get your attention. Hello. I
With a
don't
bit of
think I
a
caught you.
with a bit of a startle, she'll turn. Oh, what?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Your brother approached us, asking us to do a favor for him, and we just wanted to bring you to the table to discuss. He wanted us to escort you to uh, what was the town called?
Valaki.
Lucky.
Lucky.
Valaki. He wanted us to escort you to Valaki. So,
oh my
when you
god,
have a
that's what it sounds like.
moment, we would love to invite you over to our table to, discuss.
guess so. I can do that. You want to take me to Valaki?
Well, yes, at your brother's request, he was quite nice about it. He mentioned that you don't really get out much, so, and since we were heading over there anyway, he asked us if we could bring you along.
It took much convincing to get my dad to let me get out to go to the next festival, but I don't know what my brother said, but he convinced him.
Yeah. Um, he did stress the importance of keeping you safe, so,
Okay,
it wasn't without merit.
I guess I'll walk over and see what the party has to say. And she'll
Yeah,
get
yeah,
up.
I'll walk with you.
She'll get up and she'll follow you. Did anyone want to roll
Mm.
an insight on the reasoning for this? By the way, that's just a thought of something to
Yes.
do.
Yeah,
The
I
reasoning
Yeah,
for
do.
I
him.
can.
I'll let two of you. So pick two.
Yeah, not me. I have a +0 to that, so that is not my thing.
Bulbous has a +3.
Um, I have a +2.
+5.
Just two people.
I have
And
+5.
Bulbous?
Okay, so Bulbous, what's your plus?
Bulbous has a -1, so I'm good.
Okay,
Okay, so
so
me and Daphne.
Yeah,
Daphne, what's your plus?
5.
All right, and who's me? Silas?
Yeah,
No.
Callister,
Callister then. Yeah, stop saying
plus
me. I
3.
don't know who me is yet. Well, +3.
Who's me?
Yeah,
Me.
yeah. I get that all the time, and
Awesome.
I'm just like, okay. I try to learn voices, but I'm really bad at that. Callister, you get like the sense that there's something more to the reasoning than just going to a festival, because that doesn't sound like a worthy trade, but it's hard to pinpoint what. Daphne, you know for sure that there's more to it.
I'll bring a chair for. I'm horrible with names. What's her name?
She didn't give one, and he just said sister, so
Alright, well, I'll pull up
There
a
it
chair
is.
for her and
got
then
got
take my place at the other end.
got another party that doesn't ask about questions, doesn't ask for the names. But yeah,
Hey,
Yeah, well, I
sister,
mean,
how you doing?
she'll
once
take
she
a
like
sit down.
sits down, though, I'll just be like, but
She'll take a
you know,
seat, kind of like backed away from the table a little bit.
like there's no need to be so distant. I'm Silas Semanon. This is Neptune. He's my little buddy I just made. But don't think we ever cut your name.
She'll lower her hood. I'm. My name is Arena.
What a lovely
Hmm.
name.
Thank you very
Arena,
much,
it is
man.
nice to meet you. I am Bulbous.
I
It's good
don't
to
know if
meet
I'm
you.
used to that yet.
Well, I guess my brother's already told you I don't get to leave the house much, and we're not sure why, but Strahd has an interest in me for whatever reason that may be. But
Well,
Oh, so you know.
well,
well,
You know,
after so long of being locked away, you tend to ask questions, and when you ask hard enough, even the strongest men fail to keep the secrets.
Has he
well,
sent,
I mean,
like,
He's just made a few appearances, and well, he doesn't call me Arena. There's so I don't know who he thinks I am, but uh, it's not who it's not who he thinks.
What
what
does he
does
call you?
he refer you to?
I'm gonna have to find that again, just so you know. That is somewhere. Hold on.
over the rainbow.
It's there's just so much. It's I don't think y'all know how much writing goes into. There's so much stuff in
Oh
there.
yeah, it did.
Um,
And then
I
the
have,
handouts are like in cursive that are like basically unreadable.
yeah, I think I have the book somewhere, but I think I might have left it at my
okay, I
parents' house.
found
So I
it.
don't even know.
I found it. Um, right, that one. Yeah. He calls me Tatiana. I don't I
Tatiana.
don't know who Tatiana
Oh,
is, but it's not me. But He
Uh-huh.
refuses to accept that my name's Arena. So, and we just try to keep me away from him if possible. And I've been safe inside the house, but you can only look at the same walls for so long. And I know Valaki, they like to run festivals. It's a much more uplifting city than Barovia's village. So,
Believe me, Irina, I know too well what it's like to stare at the very same walls and being kept. Well, I get it might not be the same for you, but being kept prisoner, yeah, I understand what looking at the same walls every day can do to you,
that's
and why
bulbous.
you'd want to get out.
That's bulbous, right?
No, it was Silas.
Silas.
Okay.
Does the name Tatiana ring a bell?
I don't know who
Uh,
that is. It's just who he keeps calling me.
is there any
I
sort of
feel like
like, sorry, go ahead.
I just feel like Strahd is really powerful. They keep saying he has ears. How is it that you've kept safe in just your house?
Well, I guess it just has to do with how powerful a burgomaster could be inside of a town. My father
What-
has connections with Valaki's burgomaster as well, and I'm sure
Burger Master.
I'm sure Mr. Valakovich is gonna be able to keep me safe during his next festival of the Blazing Sun. And I can't wait
Hmm.
for that. It's gonna be a fun festival. Oh,
Well, if your father can keep you safe, why doesn't he send someone else?
he'll the brother will walk back over. Oh, so you started talking to Irina, I see. So are we in consideration of taking her?
Uh,
Yes.
we're
Excellent.
finding out some more information, but so far the plan is to bring her along.
That's great. As long as she has her hood up, that robe should help her stay concealed. It's enchanted to help her hide a lot better than well, a standard robe, and so that should she should be able to keep safe on her own and keep hidden. I can arrange for there to be some form of ration stack and water skin keep like I promised so that she can carry that for you all. But you have more questions? Perhaps I could answer that. She's lived more of a sheltered life. I'm not sure what it is you need to know.
Do you have a good way of travel that may be faster?
Well, if we give you guys anything more than your feet, it will bring attention to your group. Strahd doesn't like unknown carts traveling the grounds of Barovia. He allows the Vastanis to pretty much travel however they please, but if you ask me, they're less trustworthy folks than they like to let you believe.
Let's.
Guy's the worst.
Hmm.
Did
Did
you
you
guys want any
You
sort
say
of
that
out
in
of
front of him?
did
character?
you just call him the worst, like in front of his face?
Mud under my breath.
He's right there.
I don't
Daphne's
know if
just nodding.
there's no muttering
Um,
So
it
you
under your
so
breath
you
is gonna
guys
help.
you guys don't believe him that he said that the Vastani have people that are more trusting? That's fine.
No, I mean,
No, that's
it
not it.
checks out. I would believe. I mean, I believe that that's a real thing.
But I already don't trust him. He's hiding something from us, and yet telling us other
right.
people are less trusting.
Well,
Um,
Yeah.
I mean, you can always just ask him straight up.
That's
I
true.
Well,
guess
I just feel like you could disguise a card.
Disguise a cart. Ugh. I
Yeah,
don't.
like make it look like
Oh,
Vistani.
I'm not sure what this.
disguise.
I'm not sure what disguise we could put on a cart to make it where it won't catch the attention of others. Any, people travel by foot, all over Barovia all the time, and that attracts very little attention. Those that travel by cart typically have, let's use the word permission.
Well,
Hmm.
maybe, but we do have someone important on the cart.
Yes,
And
someone that we
also,
don't want Strahd
if
to
you're
see.
saying,
Strahd's the one that gives the permission, which is the nicer term of the ones that we could be using.
I mean, worst
Are
case
you trying
scenario, I
to?
do have disguise self. I can disguise myself as
Uh,
her during the trip if that helps at all.
Is that it? Would that not cost you some magic to do that?
Nope.
No.
Mm-mm.
Well, I also can. You can do that, and I can transform into her as well.
Well, hopefully you're not going to run into Strahd, but taking a cart will increase your odds of running into him. You could probably play your trickery games of these disguised self, but I'm pretty sure if he finds you, he'll just take the lot. And,
Bring
well,
it.
it's, I don't think you want him
oh.
to bring anything. you've handled, you've handled one house, a house that's worshipped him and made murder in his name.
I mean,
I
Is
mean, we
that?
also said that
Oh,
we might help him if we could. Nothing's off the table.
don't say that out
So I'm
loud.
gonna say Zorith alone would be able to step in and let you know that you're gambling a game that you do not want to gamble. Strahd's ruled
I
this
think.
land for hundreds of years.
Mhm.
Never tell me the
I don't.
odds.
I don't
No,
think.
no.
No, I don't. No, I won't tell you the odds because there are none. You.
I like
You are
those
playing a
odds.
very dangerous game.
You know what we need? We need a training montage.
I
Ba-da-da.
appreciate that those help.
Is there,
Jesus.
other than the cards, is there anything you'd like to know before you make this journey, or anything that you need to make it happen?
I mean,
Out of
Where's
character, did
Tatiana?
you guys want like financial, financials? Like, did you want money?
Yeah,
I
we were
could,
gonna ask, I think. That
I
was,
think, yeah, I think that was one of the things we were gonna ask. Is like,
I could send a
we're
note.
already,
I could send a
yeah.
note in the name of the Burgermaster house, and we can have it arranged at the. Oh my God, you guys! he, it's what they call the mayor. All right, it's a burgomaster.
We just call it
I
the
can't.
best, the
I just
mayor.
kept hearing it.
it's fine. It's fine. And in one of my other campaigns, there's a guy that his last name is Shake Shaft, and I'm like, why? Why would you do that? Why would you? Why? but but anyways, I could have it arranged where you guys could have a note under the burgomaster's name and have an inn arranged for you over there, and you could have your five free nights that you have remaining here and spend them there if you'd like.
Yeah,
Oh,
it seems
yeah.
like we might have
I believe that is a good idea.
This is
I'm
so
really
weird hearing
concerned.
Bulbous.
Now
Bulbous,
that
What
it's
the
about me
intellectual.
bothers you?
it's a really
um,
weird,
It's
exactly like him and not.
it's the forced
It's
full word pronunciation that's that's really doing it in.
I don't quite understand. But
I don't
ha
know.
ha
It
ha ha
just,
ha ha ha.
I
it,
don't know. It just when you put that headband on, it's like you lost a sense of whimsy. Like
it
some
changed
dark
you.
knowledge has, wormed its way into your mind, and just feel like maybe there's some like darkness inside you now.
When you
now.
Now, yeah, you haven't heard Bulbus's backstory. As you say the darkness inside Bulbus, his eyes kind of flash black and he just gets real quiet. And then they go back to
Ugh.
normal and he says, I don't know what you mean.
Like that, like that. It's just, oh my God,
Bulbous,
it's
you might
not,
want to take
it's
another one of those
unsettling.
mushrooms.
It's
Bulbous, can you count now?
Kim, what?
Can you
Can
count?
you count?
Yes, I believe I can count now.
Alright, how many
One,
fingers am I holding
two.
up?
How many fingers are you holding up?
Yeah, I'm holding up like 8.
8. 1, 2, 3,
Oh my god,
4,
he's the count from Sesame
5,
Street.
6, 7, 8. 8 fingers.
Okay.
The eye flash thing is, this might be a bit of a niche reference, but it's giving where do you keep going? You know that? Like, and you know that right there. You keep going somewhere. You
Oh,
know,
isn't that
yeah.
Fleabag?
I think that's what it was called, where she would like talk to the camera and only one guy caught her doing
Yeah,
it. Yeah,
Fleabag. Yep.
you know, bit niche, but. So,
I believe.
do I have your word that you'll travel to Velasky with Arena?
Uh, one moment. Verena mentioned that Verena mentioned that Strahd was referring to her as someone named Tatiana. Were you aware of that? Or is is that like a normal occurrence?
Well, unfortunately, that seems to be his interest in her. He seems to believe her to be this Tatiana. We're not sure who that was, but there were tales that before the noble ended up in his position, he did have a love back in his day, and well, he's not with anyone now, so perhaps he has some strange beliefs on who she really is and her position and place in Barovia. But I can
You know,
assure you, my younger sister was born after me, and she is in fact Irina Kolyana.
Oh,
She is my
oh
sister.
no.
Oh,
I did not have any doubts about that. I was just curious on why Strahd has his eyes set on her, but okay, that
have you still
thank
left him?
you.
Truth be told, I don't have much faith in my own father, and while he believes she's been safe in that house, the mansion that we have, Strahd's had a few visits looking for Tatiana, and I personally think she'd be safer in Vallaki. They have a much better self-defense system, and as far as I understand, Strahd doesn't visit there very often.
Hmm.
It's almost like it's like a place that he just forgets about due to its lack of line of sight from Ravenloft, unlike here in Barovia, where he sits up top of the hill, not even far away.
Strahd has bad object permanence.
Oh no.
I'm I'm so confused why your sister is here still then.
My father believes that near him is the best place for her, and I've had little say in the matter, but she's wanted to go to this festival, and it was with convincing that I got him to allow her to travel to Vallaki for this festival. Truth be told, I don't intend for her to be returning from Vallaki, as I believe she'll be much safer there. I was going to include a note for the Burgomaster of Vallaki, and I'll just be sure to include in the notes that you all should have a place to stay while you're there.
Hmm.
And he can send the bill to my inn here.
I believe this
Listen,
is a fair trade.
nothing can absolutely go wrong.
Oh yeah.
Several things could go wrong, but that's
Yeah.
wishful thinking.
Jeez.
It's great to hear that you
Uh,
all are willing to do this. It's still pretty early in the day, and if if it's any consideration of mine, I don't think you should hesitate. In fact, 1 second. He'll take one step inside and reach to the right and come back out with a backpack. and he'll just walk over to. Oh, I grabbed the wrong token. He'll walk over to Irina and hand her this backpack. I've already had everything in place for you. Inside that pack, you'll find 30 days worth of rations and 6 water skins, full to the top. If you guys need your water skins filled or your rations replaced, I'd be happy to do so right here. And then you guys probably should go ahead and head out, as it's still pretty early in the day. You guys have quite a ways to trek after all, and you're going to be spending at least a night, if not 2, outside. So be ready to be hidden. There's many
Anybody have Magnificent Mansion?
there are many there are many forests along the road, and it's my understanding that Strahd's ears are much closer to those that own them, if you get my drift.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I
Well,
believe we should make haste.
that would be preferable, yes.
I suppose.
He'll walk in here, and then a little bit later he'll walk out with a jug full of water. If you'll please offer your water skins, allow me to top them off.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
He'll go around, top off
Yeah.
everyone's water skins with the jug. Well, I've done all I can, and oh, the notes. He'll reach inside the bag that Arena was holding, and he'll grab a quill that was in there, and he'll just put on this table, and he'll turn it over on the back. He'll write something down, and then he'll put it all back in her bag, and there you are. I've added the notes for him so that you know that, or he knows to allow you to stay at the inn for at least 5 days worth, as well as provide your food for breakfast and dinner. And he'll be sending the bill my way, which I'll gladly cover, but it'll be your 5 days you had here.
Mm-hmm.
So
No.
I do hope to see
You're
you
quite
again with
swift with it.
I do hope to see you again with good news that Arena is safe within Vallaki.
We'll all hope that. Like, because if she's not safe, then that means that something happens to the rest of us.
Well, if something
Mhm.
happens to her, then I hope not to see you again. Otherwise, I might be a little upset. As
Yes,
well.
Sounds
Well,
that
we
would
can
make
understandable.
share
sense.
with us.
Hmm.
It's kind of
We
your
can
fault.
assure you that we'll do our utmost best to keep her safe.
I hope
And
you
then she'll
do.
kind of like she'll look over to like the rest of the party and like kind of like glare at them like if we fuck this up, I'm, I'm
He'll put
I will
his
not be allowed
It's
back
his
here.
fault.
he'll put his hand on Irina's shoulder, and she'll stand up, and they'll give each other hugs. And he'll say to her, "Keep the hood up. Don't allow it down. Don't trust anyone, and don't speak to anyone other than those in this party. They've already done so much, and we know that we can trust them to help. They're here to help with the noble."
Mm-hmm.
She'll put her hood back up, and she'll silently just kind of stand to the side, waiting for the party to step forward.
Bulbous dubiously marches forward.
To
Oh no.
the best of luck, you all, and allow her the opportunity to give you guidance. And then he'll just go back to the patrons.
Uh, Real quick, I'm gonna talk to her again, just in like a low voice, like, are you sure you're ready for this?
I'm as ready as I can be, I guess.
If you need anything from us, just let us know.
Your token disappeared. One of you.
Into the ether.
Can you pull it back up?
I ate it.
I still see the health bar. Can you pull it back up? There it goes. Alright. Copy. Alright. So you guys head out of the tavern, and she'll just gesture that you guys head west out of the city. So actually, let me go ahead and pull you guys over to Barovia. So even though it is about 11:30, 12 o'clock, as usual, the sun is completely covered by clouds, so you can't really see anything. But you guys will be making your way south. you guys have anything you want to say or talk about with her or on your way?
Hmm. But,
Ooh.
you know, um, your brother mentioned your father, but whatever came of your mother?
Unfortunately, she's passed a while ago. One of
Hmm.
Strahd's visits.
Rob,
Well,
wait, was this? Did your father, as the burgomaster, continue to allow visits from Strahd after your mother's passing?
I don't think he allows it to happen. I think Strahd just arrives. Of course, I don't know everything that's going on here, but I think somebody like Strahd, as disliked as he is amongst a lot of the people, would not exactly be allowed. So even after that, I don't know what would have happened there.
Your friend speaks wise words. I don't think anyone allows Strahd to go anywhere. I think we survive his visits.
I am quite wisdomless.
Was she like the daughter or something of Strahd?
I don't think so.
You'll have to ask Strahd, I guess.
Because was it Daphne just said something that made me just think that.
Mhm.
Hmm.
No, but like, if Tatiana was a past lover and he's referring to her as, that name, I think that's be really weird if she was his daughter. I think it'd be really gross.
That's
Say-
fair,
It's
but
not.
I don't.
It's not an anime. Come on.
It's in the time period.
It is medieval-ish.
Yeah, it's.
I,
It's
Keeping the bloodline pure is the greatest thing that you can do.
does Silas say that in character?
No, don't say in the gods, no.
Is this really only
Oh my
1 mile?
god.
Oh my god.
Oh
This
my
this
god.
road is so
Yeah.
much shorter than I thought it was. That's only one
Yeah,
mile?
I thought it would be like bajillion hours,
Wow.
Jesus.
Yeah, traveling by foot is definitely the best way. So traveling by foot, you guys can go 24 miles in 8 hours. Um, so that's a long ways. Oh my god. Oh man.
So I'll get us right. So
All
that's
right.
one, two, three.
At this intersection, she'll speak up and say, maybe a little bit longer, but if we take the southern route, then it'll take us away from the Vistanis that camp near the Seer Pool.
We could.
Everyone hates the
That's
Vistanis.
that is true, but we could also, stop by there and steal a couple more things.
Well,
That is
Oh
true.
god.
it's if we trust my brother's word, then the Vistani might have someone that speaks the Strahd, and I don't know if I should be near anyone that would be willing to give up my location.
You could
That
stay
is true.
here, and I could
Uh,
transform myself into somebody else and go with
And
someone, and we could go in and out.
I could wait here with her as well.
So you guys are gonna
I
go
mean,
to. You guys are saying you want to go up to the thing and then just come back. You just want to go there and try and steal something and come back.
Well,
Is that what we're doing right now?
I mean,
Go ahead.
we
Yes, with the party,
everyone's
please.
everyone doesn't. Oh, I don't like the sound of that.
Yeah, right on.
Guys,
Bulbous
I think
I
we
did
should
could
stop. I think
successfully. Bulbous did
I'm down,
successfully
Silas.
steal
Let's
the
do it.
gem.
let's make a quick stop real quick. We gotta rob some
we
gypsies.
gotta rob some people. Okay, guys, I think I heard God talking to me. I don't think it's a good idea anymore.
There's a devil and an angel on your shoulder. They're
What?
both telling you to
Yeah,
steal.
Neptune
Bulb,
says it's a bad idea, guys.
Bulbous whispers into your brain, "No, it's a good idea. Steal."
You're right. I should send Neptune to go steal.
Yes. Send the creature.
Hold on, let me check how far can I send him out from me.
100
Um,
feet.
it's 100. Yeah, it's 100 feet in front of me. So I'd still have to.
You'd have to
It'd
go
still
very
take a while.
far. Yeah, you'd have to go very far.
I mean,
Yeah.
Silas, I got pretty good stealth and sleight of hand, so I'm pretty confident in this. Plus disguise self.
I also have a version of this guy's self, as long as I've seen somebody.
Guys, I
But
really think we should just
fine. But I want to steal from them again.
we definitely can do that. But I definitely think that we should just get
Ah,
this uh person off our hands for now.
This person,
this person. She has a name, which I forgot.
Elena,
That's rude.
Arena.
That's
Elena.
rude.
I have it written down.
Marine.
It's already rude.
I know her name.
That person,
I mean, I
God.
said I was just gonna call her
yeah,
sister.
Arena Coalina. Coralina? However you say it, but I have it written down. I just have it saying
Elena?
a girl who Strahd is into but calls her Tatiana. Father wanted her to stay. Brother wants her safe in what was
Lucky.
Valaki.
Yeah, Balaki.
I
Yeah,
thought
there we
that
go.
Dean said he had an interest in her. Was it particularly love that he
Well,
said? Or...
I don't think he said love. I think it's just it was the fact that it sounds like he's referring to her as a like past lover or his maybe his wife or something like that. So my assumption is love. But if
Uh,
he's interested in multiple people at the same time, who presumably all look like or resemble his lost lover in some way, would probably that might be something we should investigate. Um,
I
like,
still feel
like,
like that
guys,
does
you know
involve
what? I think I
communication.
figured it out. I think Strahd is just lonely and I think he's not mastered this new thing called gunning.
Bleh.
Oh
I
my
think
god. Oh my god.
So
Cringe.
Chad has been alive for a long time,
I really don't even know what
right?
that is, but I'm really feeling like I don't want to know.
You do
probably
not want to
best.
know what gooning is.
It probably
Oh
for the
my
best that
god.
we don't know what that is. But the
Do
point
not.
is, I think maybe we should just continue down the road. There's-
Onward, friends.
We can steal.
oh,
Did you look up what gooning was?
yes.
It's bad.
It sounded like it.
Dude, it's bad. It's bad.
It's not as bad as I thought it was, but like it's unexpected.
So when you guys get to about right here, this spot right there in the curve, you guys hear in a language you don't know, someone calling out towards you guys in a sound aggressive.
Oh
So
boy.
Bulbous understands a couple of languages.
Do you understand Druidic?
No,
Really?
not Druidic.
Okay, then you don't know.
Okay.
If hold on.
Just making sure
Guys, I
because I
don't.
picked a couple of random languages just in case.
Let me take
That's the one that
pager.
none of us can attain.
Would I don't know if this would work or not, but oh wait, druids aren't a race.
Nope.
I was gonna say I
So
could shape change into something that would know.
in an aggressive tone, you hear the druid call out, and you see him point towards you guys, and his finger, if you follow, is pointing to Irina.
I'm
Uh-oh.
gonna step in front of where his finger is pointing and just wave.
I'm gonna go behind a tree and
5,
transform myself
15, 20,
into
25.
Arena.
He immediately starts running coming
You're
towards you
stronger.
guys.
You should have gone in front of her.
Ooh,
Ready my longbow.
And
Or
I'm gonna let
her.
you guys roll initiative, and also, if you have a passive perception of 14 or higher, I'm going to let you roll perception as well.
And
I
mine's
did not.
12.
Oh
That's
Okay.
yeah,
12.
no. Passive perception,
Okay.
no. Nope.
No one has a 14 or
Yes.
higher?
I do.
15.
Alright, if you have a 14 or higher, you can roll a perception check.
Ooh.
Oh no, that's the initiative.
Get excited. Um,
Should I?
Uh,
Perception
oh, wait,
check.
you said if it's 14 or higher, mine's 12.
yep,
That's not
only
it.
14 or higher.
I rolled the wrong thing, anyways.
This is my perception check.
It's not any.
23.
Alright, with a 23, you notice
Um.
that as the druid was running forward, something on the ground in multiple spots was moving with him,
Okay.
but it's hard
I,
for you to
I got
tell
a
what.
dirty 20.
Hold on.
So.
Let me check what my um hold on.
You guys can put yourself. I'm gonna let you guys. It has to be like in this little square you're in, but you guys can rearrange your battle order or your marching order rather.
I need to pull up the stats for my little guy. Ah, damn it, he's got a passive perception of 13. He was so close. Oh
Someone
wait,
said
we need
that
to
they
roll.
were doing a disguise self. Is that correct?
I mean, I ran behind a tree real quick to look like Irina.
Okay. I'll allow that.
Then I'll come out behind the
How
tree and be
many?
like, look, I'm Irina! I'll just kind of try and mimic a voice. Look, I'm Irina!
You're doing
I'm right here!
You're doing disguise self, right?
No, it's my my changeling thing,
Oh, the
the
changeling
shape
thing.
change.
That's right. That takes like no time at all. Okay. So yeah, we'll say that you did that while he ran forward, and you came out and did that. But Irina hasn't like even tried to hide yet, so he thoroughly doesn't believe you at all.
Um. How many footsteps? Like, about how many people can we tell are at least coming towards us?
If you have an under 14 perception, then you can only see the druid.
I did. I do, and I rolled a dirty 20.
Oh, okay. You see various spots around him on both left, right, and even in front of him. It looks like something on the ground is moving along with him, but it is
Okay.
hard to
Oh
tell what.
god, tell me I took Molders. I didn't.
Guys, he's not alone. There's something with him.
Okay, let's put this in
I
order.
just don't know what.
Let me look for any
Hmm.
doubles, any duplicates. Um, what's your dex? Uh, Zol
Zorith? Oh,
Zorith, yeah.
me.
So I'm
My
still
dex
getting used to your
is
name.
14, score 14 plus 2. So
14? Okay, so yours is higher. I know Daphne's is higher. Pretty sure Bulbus's is higher. Bulbus, what's your dex?
+3.
Okay, yeah, yours is higher. Okay. Alright. So we can go ahead and get started, and it looks like Callister is gonna go first.
um real quick, how much time is left for the session? Just wanted to make sure.
Um, well, 2 more minutes. I was just gonna do a round of combat, and then we can come back.
Okay.
Unless y'all want to just do the whole fight next week. It's up to y'all. Because it's 2 minutes.
I mean, I'm good with the round of combat, but that's up to everyone else.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's fine
man.
by me.
Okay. Then
Do I?
let's.
Should I roll initiative? Oh wait, my.
You already did roll initiative.
No, I know I did, but I was gonna ask, should I do that? Do I have to do that for my little guy here?
No, your little guy always goes right after you.
Okay, cool.
So, Callister, go ahead. Oh, your little guy would take.
Uh,
Is your little guy on
okay,
your
well,
shoulder or something?
assuming that he's an enemy, I'm just gonna just kill him. Worst case scenario, I don't know.
I mean, you can try.
Um, um, I'll cast Hunter's Mark,
Okay.
and I will just take a shot of my longbow.
Well,
Okay.
27 hits.
1d8 plus 6.
13 damage. Not bad.
Plus, I think, d6 for the Hunter's Mark.
Um,
Um,
19 damage. Not bad.
plus, there's an extra 1d8 because of Dread Ambusher.
Mm.
Oh, wait, no, because of Dread Ambusher, I get to attack again, and then if that hit
It lands, it's a
lands,
1d8, yeah.
yeah,
And,
so
yeah, go ahead.
roll d20 plus 2.
That hits.
8 plus 6.
I don't think you get the +6. Dread Ambusher's just a d8, right?
That's just a d8?
It's
Oh,
close.
no, this is just a second attack. Because Dread Ambusher on the first turn of each combat, I get to attack twice.
Yeah, if the attack hits, the target takes an extra 1d8 of the weapon's type. No modifier.
Oh, no, isn't that just my longbow damage?
No, it doesn't matter what you use to attack. Dread
Oh,
Ambusher lets you get another attack if you take the attack action on your turn, you can make one additional weapon attack. Melee, range, doesn't matter. If the attack hits, the target takes an extra 1d8 damage of that weapon's type. So if it's piercing, bludgeoning, whatever it may be. But it's basically, so if you had a magical weapon versus a non-magical, it would be non-magical damage versus magical damage. But it's that weapon's type, but there's no modifier. It's just a flat 1d8.
okay.
So it could have
And
been it
then,
could have been a dagger, and it was still would have done 1d8.
okay. And then Hunter's Mark comes into play again, doesn't it?
I don't think so, but let me pull up Hunter's Mark and make sure. Until the spell ends, you deal an extra 1d6 to the target whenever you hit it with a weapon attack, and you have advantage on perception and survival checks to find it. The target drops 0 bonus action. Yeah, every time you take it. It says every time you hit it, so do another 1d6.
Oh, damn it.
Alright, so that was a total of 13 plus 6 is 9, plus 8, that is 26, plus 1 is 27. Not a bad shot, straight into his shoulder, but yet he keeps.
Damn. Nice.
Anything else?
And, that'll do me. I don't really do much else other than move, but
Um,
Hold action. Alright. So the one that was holding his action is going to do his action now that this is in play. Two of these twig blights surround you. You see these like twig like stick creatures kind of jump up
Oh
off the
god, it's them
ground after
again.
they moved you, and they're both going to attack because the one held his action until he had um, a flank thing. So the first attack is a 17. I don't think that hits, right?
that hits.
Oh, it does? Nice.
Yeah. I'm not a monk yet, so it hits.
I just don't remember everyone's thing because all your boosts. So the first one does 5 damage to you, and then the one in front of you is going to do his attack, and that one is another 17. So Good thing I had advantage. I rolled a 4 on this one, and the other one I rolled a 6 for the other die. That is 4 damage. So 9 damage altogether from those two.
Oh, I thought I went to it. Right, wrong button.
Irina is going to use her action to go behind this tree and hide. Oh yeah, she has her cloak. Alright. She successfully hides. That brings us to Zorth.
Yes. So I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers on the initial guy that was running at us.
Okay.
And let me
Oh, that's a
roll
wisdom
for
save, right?
that.
It's a wisdom
Yeah,
save.
DC 13.
That is.
Wow, that's horrible damage. I
He.
rolled 2 1s.
It's alright. He rolled a 13, just enough. So.
Can I reaction cutting words? So,
You
I
use a
use one of
bard
my
die at the
bardic
minus.
inspiration die.
So.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Damn. How would I do that before? Let me
Do you want me
read.
to
No, it's
drop
just
the
it's just
description
this.
for cutting words?
No, I know the description. It's just attack roll, ability
Oh,
check, or damage roll. It does
never,
not say
never
save or
mind
throw.
then.
Yeah, it's not a saving throw thing.
My bad. Well, he'll still
Yeah,
take,
cause
I
I was
think,
just I
half.
was cause I was just like, how do I make that where I tell you the roll before we know if it's a success? Cause it's got to be before if it's success or not.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, my bad, my
That's
bad.
why I was like,
Okay. So,
confused. But you said he takes half damage from Dissonant Whispers.
yeah.
Okay.
Yes. So he doesn't have to move away, but he just takes 2 psychic damage.
Well, you rolled 3d6, right? Well, I guess you did the thing.
Yeah. I rolled 2 1s and a 2.
Ooh.
Things happen, I guess.
Yeah.
It
Um,
is what it is.
Hey,
it is
damn it!
what it
Was it
is.
damage is damage,
I guess.
right?
A win is a win.
Anything
I
else?
get. I'm gonna fly 15 feet up, just straight up in the air, 15 feet.
15 feet up in the air.
Do you want me
Oh
to put a
no.
little marker telling you how far off I'm on the ground?
Um, just keep it in mind, I'd say. Where
Okay.
is the symbol? There you are. Alright.
Okay, and that would be my turn.
5, 10, 15, 20. Hold action. Same reasoning. Um, main guy's turn. And he's going to cast. That's stupid. Um. Yeah, I guess that's the only one that makes sense. So. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Mm. Sorry, Callister. You're the only one he can reach. Bonus action Shillelagh, and then he's gonna give you a nice thwack with his quarterstaff. Does a. That doesn't. An 11.
No.
Alright, and he misses. That brings us to Silas. Jesus. Didn't happen. Go ahead, Silas.
Uh, seeing seeing that my completely reasonable distraction totally worked, I will. Where'd she go?
She's hiding behind the tree.
Okay.
I guess I should just use a symbol so y'all can still see her. Here, I'll put that back on, and I'll just use a symbol instead.
So,
Um, you can go ahead though.
so yeah, I'm trying to see it, so that's fine. I will move, so that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'll move near the tree, make it look like I kind of go behind it. Actually, would that even? I don't know if that would do anything, but actually, so I'll just stay over here instead. They'll have moved back. Um,
Okay.
and move down one. So then I'll go ahead and on the main guy here, I will cast Scorching Ray and shoot the 3 beams at him. So that's, let me see. Yeah, you create 3 rays of fire. So I have to roll for each of them to hit.
Mm-hmm.
I like this spell.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
16 plus. Oh God, what is the to hit for this?
It's
Plus
always gonna
6.
gonna be your magic. Yeah, plus
Oh yeah,
6.
spell attack modifier. So
So
yeah,
go ahead and
that's
roll all 3 of them,
that one.
please.
So that one hits.
Well, 16 plus, yeah,
16 plus 6, and then 9 plus 6. So I think that's what
15.
was it, 14? 15? Yeah, I can do math.
Okay. And you go
And
ahead
then
and
11 plus 6, so 17.
all right. 2 of them hit.
Oof. All right. So then that'll be 4d6.
Yeah.
So first one is 3. Second one is 2.
Okay.
Third one, 5. And the last one, 3.
All right. 13 damage. Not bad. He looks pretty injured and burnt, but he's still up. Anything else?
Let me check. More action, bonus action. That'll be it for me. But then uh I will have my little Kraken guy.
Okay. And what's Neptune doing?
Neptune will just I need to find the tab. There it is. Uh he'll go up to this guy. Or what's his range? What's his movement? He can fly 60 feet. Wow. Damn.
Okay.
Actually, so where was he right here? So I'll have him go right here. Or would that cause opportunity attack?
Where are you? Are you getting on top of his shoulder?
No, he's just he's gonna try and attack this guy. The guy I was just attacking.
Okay. But why is he on top of Callister? Is the question.
He's right next to him.
Oh, it's just like sharing the space. Okay. Yeah, he can move in there and go for it.
Alright. Then I will have him go for a I'll go ahead and become I need to make him do sting. So
Okay.
that's
D20 plus 1.
one. Yep. Oh, come on. Okay, so that's a 9.
Okay, it missed. Anything else?
I think that's it.
Alrighty, that's gonna be Daphne's turn.
Okay. Um. Okay. I'm gonna
You can't stand there.
make my first. No?
Um,
Okay, wait. Okay.
there's an unseen thing that would be blocking you from taking that last step.
Okay. Then I'll go here.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. We'll worry about that at a higher level.
Or. Fuck.
Yeah, I was just saying, like when you get here and you try to take that last step, there would, you know what? I'll just do this.
The
As you try to take that last step, one of the little wooden creatures would stand up and fill the space. But it's not his turn in combat, so he can't go yet. but you ran into one of the guys.
Uh-oh.
All right. Um, I'll go for my rapier against the main person.
Okay.
15 plus
15. Oh, plus.
plus 6, I think.
Okay,
No, plus
that
5.
hits.
No, plus
15.
6. I got a plus 1.
All right.
Yeah. Bad.
Should be if it's your new rapier, right? That's a +6.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that hits. Go ahead.
Okay.
One
8.
8. That's 1d8. That's 4 on the die. 1d8 plus 4.
No, 1d 8 plus 4, so 12.
Oh, you rolled a 8. Oh, nice. Okay, so 12 damage. All right. Anything else?
Yeah, I'm gonna give my extra unarmed to the
To the
person or
to this thing?
thing in front of me. Yeah,
It's like a little
yeah,
tree. It's like a little tree stick.
yeah.
Here, let me give y'all pictures. That probably help.
Is it basically just Groot?
It's Groot.
That's not safe.
That's
It is Groot.
So
that is your druid, and this is
If only I took what was it, Bard initiate and just insulted him. You're short. Wait, you're a
I
bard.
got you.
You vicious
I
mockery
got you.
him.
I got you, bro.
and there's your twig blade.
screwed. Evil
Stickman.
Groot.
Being attacked
Henry
by a blow.
Stickman.
So it's 12 in total.
12 in total. 12 does
Mhm.
not hit. No. Oh wait, the low guy. That's right. Uh,
Yeah.
it doesn't hit. 12 does not hit.
Okay.
Anything else?
No. Nope. Stuff here now.
Is this? Sorry, is your pseudo dragon here? Right here?
Hmm? He's right here.
Damn. Okay, that's why I was confused. Because on my screen it had it on top of Callister, and then I looked over at the player screen and it was not. And I was like, oh, that makes
Yeah, I was like, well, no.
that
Yeah,
makes
that's why I
more
was confused
sense.
when you were like, is he on top of him? I was like, no, no, I mean, he's right. I guess, but
15, 20.
Come on, Bulbous, bring it home.
5,
That's what we're gonna go
10, 15,
for.
20, 5, 10,
I'm
15,
gonna get
20,
some better eyes on that druid. So 5,
10, 15, 20,
10.
5, 10, 15, 20. Alright. Alright, now it's Bulbous' turn, but it's okay.
I just want to get eyes on that druid there, and then we're gonna cast. We're gonna do Mind Spike.
Okay, that's a wisdom save, right?
Yep, it's got to be a beat of 14 on the druid.
Okay. That is a. What's his plus? Of course it is, because it's a druid. 15.
Oh, he just barely saves. Okay,
Mhm.
so he'll take 3d8, and then we'll half that. So I've got. Oh, that wasn't half bad. 14, so take 7.
Alright, 7 damage. Anything else?
Mm, no.
5, 10,
However, this
15,
person cannot hide from me now.
20. No worries. He doesn't plan to. Alrighty. Boom. One of the twig blights runs up, gets by Daphne, and with advantage does a claw attack. Does a nat 20 hit. So, hell yeah.
no.
Real quick,
4. Yeah.
uh, can I cutting words the damage?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Okay,
Um,
I would roll a D6 and then it would minus it.
Yep, so roll your d6.
Only 3.
3. Well, he rolled 6 damage
Honestly,
total, so you
double
halved it.
damage.
So you're going to take 3 damage from the claw attack.
Weak as shit.
Okay. That was
5, 10, 15. Another one moves forward and does
Another
a
one back
regular
there.
claw attack against Daphne. That's a 19. I'm not going to do that again. It rolled the same. It's okay. It's a 19. Oh, that's going to be 3 more damage.
okay.
And that is a full round. Wait, this guy didn't get a turn. Oh, yes, he did. He moved first. Okay. Alright, well, that is a full round of combat, and so we'll finish this up next week. And yeah, so finish this up, and then you guys can finish your journey to Valaki, and we'll see what happens in the town.
Sounds good.
Let me go ahead and stop the
Yipperoo.
stream.